What is wrong with me?
Yep.
I don't know, but she couldn't figure out that 50... okay.
Okay, I'm working it out in time. Because I'm doing my hype song. Hang on a minute, plus 40 seconds.
Oh, I haven't updated anybody's hype.
Yeah, I know. So that's...
Yeah.
10...
So everybody's here? We're all here?
Yes.
Rico?
I believe so.
I am here.
Okay, I hadn't heard from Rico in a hot minute. So everybody's here. Wonderful! When we last left off, I believe we were coming out from under a fucking pirate outpost when Locke showed up in one of the Volante's battleships and just orbital bombarded the crap out of the outpost, leaving just basically like a small bead of glass on this planet in comparison to like the side. Like the planet is not glassed, but there's definitely a spot on the planet that may as well be just like, oh, we got a little bead, and we got a little Mardi Gras bead here, a little bit of glass, you know,
Like a beauty mark.
It's a watermark.
Listen, if I had known that an orbital bombardment was on the table, like, but then just Salt calling for a heatsink did that, what the fuck?
well, go ahead.
Obviously, when you're trying to call in an orbital bombardment, you don't want the enemy to know, so you say we're calling in a heat sink.
Heatsink, new keyword for orbital bombardment. I love it.
We call them mods.
So what you're saying is Salt is comparable to an orbital bombardment.
Sure.
Why not? Sure.
All right.
So am I safe to assume we knowing half of us have blown up mechs, nearly destroyed mechs, that we're just gonna go ahead and hop into the ship and get into orbit?
Yep.
Well, I would like to contact the bad company
Yeah.
and make sure that those engineers that teleported us here are safe. This is still out of character. I don't have my accent yet.
I don't have my accent. It takes a
me
little bit more coffee before it comes in. Or I guess a little bit more tea, since you're over there drinking tea. I wonder how you eat a liquid.
And I'm not in a mech, so I can't do any comms yet.
Sure. Well, the Locke is happy to go ahead and land after after he feels that the place is sufficiently secure to pick you guys up.
He waits for movement that isn't us. He fires a shot, waits again, no more movement, he then lands. Yeah, I missed one. I missed a spot.
I completely understand why he would do that. The guy
No,
needs
you
a break,
guys,
man.
you guys literally are like, hey, we're here, come pick us up, and he's like, hold on. There's another one over there. And he just flies right over, and you see another explosion light up the sky for a moment. And you just like, the moment that's over, you're like, okay, can you come get... Wait. One more, hold on, one more.
Oh, please.
This goes on for like a solid 20 minutes before he finally lands for you guys.
You the elevator music?
You guys get... listening to elevator music while you watch it, like Jeopardy theme. Just get the little Jeopardy theme while he's doing his work.
First thing that Demos will start doing when they land is start helping the people in the trans onto stretchers and getting them on the ship.
I'm gonna help him with that. I'm still in a mech, so I can carry more people onto the stretcher area. Be like, alright, drop them off, get the other people, and just like drop them off into like a neat little, not pile, but like, alright, put this one on a stretcher, next one on a stretcher, and just kind of daisy chain it until we get everybody on the ship.
So when the ship lands, Locke had apparently already prepared for this, and there's just like a medical team who comes rushing out, and they're like sprinting to get these bodies back into the med bays. You hear the words cryostasis and have to stop the transformation, things like that being said as these guys run past you.
I'm going to bring that weird container I ripped out of the computer last session to some kind of lab or medical area to have it examined.
Sure, you can totally take that to engineering once you're back in the Volante. This is just a small little battleship. It's not actually the Volante, but it does come equipped with a little med bay. And there is still the engineers that you guys met from the planet who are more than happy to tinker with it and see what they can find out. But that will take them some time. So
the battleship has rendezvoused with the engineers and the bad company?
Absolutely. That was one of the first things that he did when he came here.
Alright. I look back at the rest of my team that are still in mechs, and shall we meet with Locke?
Hopefully he's done blowing stuff up, but probably.
Oh, you guys are back in orbit by now at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just kind of putting the mechs up, getting everything kind of situated on the flight back
Can
up.
I get a read situation from literally everybody, please?
Okay.
Alright.
Even mine.
Everybody.
All right.
Oh, I guess not Whisper 9. Fair enough.
I was about to say, yeah.
I rolled. Hey, it's a 12.
Yeah.
Every time, Striker. Every time he thinks he's on Reddit.
r/Reddit. Yeah, no, it's
No, it's not. It's not him that thinks that. It's me.
All right, so plenty of decent rolls. One good roll. Striker, you would definitely notice, and everybody else probably not able to completely figure this out, that while you are totally being welcomed back in, you have kind of been corralled and isolated, just by a matter of happenstance. Like nobody like escorting you at gunpoint or anything like that, but definitely like the way that things were handled, you all ended up corralled into an isolated area with sealed off airlocks. That you are now sitting in a room waiting as Locke shows up.
Oh, we're being quarantined, aren't we?
This seems like standard quarantine procedure from the mining colonies.
Quietly with my data plating, just talk with everybody. Just stay calm. I think we'll all be fine. Just stay calm. Just trust in. I trust in these people.
I
mean, most of you. Yeah.
I'm glad
Is
that
not worried.
I'm glad that Deimos was able to encourage the team after Striker was the only one to notice that. It was very, very wonderful. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I guess I wouldn't have noticed, but
You done
when
fucked up,
you're surrounded
Aaron.
by
Fuck off.
Anyways, so Locke shows up, and he seems very serious. And he says that he needs to talk to you all, and asks, actually, he would ask Francis Data to step up to him, first of all. Yeah, because you're the hummus, right? You're the team leader.
So it seems. I'm gonna step forward. Scratching my face, just like, scratching the balaclava. I'm just like itchy.
He asks for your hand.
In marriage.
I look at my hands. I give him my left hand, not my right hand.
Sure.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm gonna need to do a little doodah over here. Little doodah.
I have a feeling I might be losing my hand. I'm right-handed, so it's fine.
I have a feeling I might be losing my hand, he says. You're that worried, huh?
Not worried, it's the feeling. It's not worry, it's like the
Well,
situational
that
vibe. Eh.
Situational precaution.
Wait. I think I should still be in 1 HP, wouldn't I?
Oh yeah, you sure would be.
I'm still blown up. There's cracks
Yep,
on my helmet.
You would still be at 1 HP. That is correct.
Thank you for your honesty, Mako. Now please get the fuck to the med bay.
I can't do that currently.
Oh yeah, quarantine.
No, however, we have the doctor in the room.
No. Wait, why am I voicing my opinion in this? I'm not even here.
Give me a second. I need to make a roll.
Right?
I need to make a roll. Make sure I'm not on anybody. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Boop. Oh!
Oh.
Yep! Yep! I mean... Sure, if you want, Kite... I'm sorry, if you want...
Crunchy +6.
If you want Starry Night, you're welcome to, make an opposed roll spot check here. It's up to you.
Just take the L, man. Just take the L. Just take the L.
Well, I've been asked to roll a die. Why would I not roll the die?
That is your choice.
It's a game, and I've been told, hey, you want to roll a die? Why would I not roll the die?
Yeah, fair enough. Roll
Well,
the
I'm
nat.
here to-
Roll the nat.
I'm
20.
here to roll dice.
Yeah,
15.
that's not enough. That's not enough.
So we don't see this.
Nope. You do not see it. As Locke injects you with something on your wrist immediately, and then just stares at you waiting. Well, I mean, you would feel it, but you didn't see it. You didn't see it coming.
Alright. I'm gonna look down at my wrist. Is it like... Did they hit the vein, or like just an injection period?
He hit the vein.
Okay, I'm gonna stare at the vein. And see if it's like changing color, see if my arm's like about to slough off or something. Be like, the fuck did you just inject me with? I'm very confused.
It burns for a little bit. And it almost feels like the inside of your arm is wriggling. Like it was, like something alive is inside of you traveling to the rest of your body for just a moment. And as this continues, you feel like that cold that was developing has completely left your body. Yep.
The fuck?
Uh-huh.
Now that I remember my situation, is there anywhere in here that I can sit down on?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're in like a little situation room. You got little chairs everywhere.
Yeah, Demos just slumps into one chair.
Okay, so after this happens, Locke is gonna go ahead and take your hand and pull you in, and he will whisper to I'm gonna have to DM our buddy here. Let me DM Starry Night.
Pulls me in for a hug, whispers into my ear. He's like, I'm so happy you're alive.
boy.
Didn't know you swung that way.
Oh god, don't make me laugh, it hurts.
I'm sorry.
Make Kite laugh.
There you go. You got a little DM in your Discord.
He was whispering sweet nothings into your ear.
Yep, got a little whisper.
Hello, talk.
You can respond loudly to him if you want. You don't have to whisper back. That's up to you.
No, I'm whispering back.
Oh, fair enough. Do do do. Okay. At this point, Locke is going to, by the way, make sure everybody's checking their DMs in case you have messages. Cough, cough. Whisper 9, cough, cough.
I'm checking.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't ignore you.
At this point, Locke is going to nod towards Francis Day and say, okay, I've brought a specialist to help. I need to go take care of some paperwork. Come see me after you've all been cleared. And as he leaves, this creepy looking fella, person, they them-ish thing,
Leave their armor alone.
comes in as Locke Locke walks off. Goodbye, Locke. Goodbye, Locke. Goodbye,
Oh my
Locke.
god.
And this person is holding a bundle of injections. Very clearly, the exact same thing that was just injected into Francis Day.
Well, I did my stint. I'm then gonna like point at everybody else. All right, gotta get cleared. Arms out.
Oh my god.
You're either gonna get a shot or get shot. Let's go.
Damn! So
What
you're
the
telling me Francis Day just got an injection, was whispered something, and is now vehemently telling everyone, join or die. Cause that,
Say it like that.
when you put it like that,
Let me rephrase. Get your shot or probably not leave this room until you get it. It's quarantine. It's a quarantine procedure. Let's go. Come on. And then I'm gonna go find a chair and sit down.
I know. I love how from the every other player's perspective, this probably looks like you've just joined the cult of injected mind control.
I started making the sign of the cross. No, I'm kidding. That was too far.
Yeah, Demos just pulls off the helmet of his hardsuit, stares at Francis Day, then looks at the whoever this person is. I think his vision would be starting to get blurry at this point. And just lifts his arm out, just quietly waiting.
All right. Well, the Whisper 9, if you wanna do your thing, the stage is yours. If you wanna go, give them their booster shots.
The creature's gonna sort of like put her shots just sort of like on a bandolier that she's just got like around the suit, just to make them easier to carry, and so she doesn't fucking stab herself like last week. And then she's gonna basically go along, basically just giving like the shots to people. Anyone that's like holding their arm back, she will of course attempt to like pull forward, like in an attempt to, of course, give them the important injection they need to bloody live.
Yep.
Trying to think how else to describe this, but I think that's basically what she would be doing.
So you're just walking around injecting people, telling them nothing otherwise. Got you.
Well, they don't need to know otherwise. They just need to know they need
Walks
to be
in,
a
looks
victim,
creepy,
sure.
gives everyone an injection, doesn't elaborate. Got it.
Exactly. It's Frankenstein.
Those are fighting words, friend.
Yeah, alright, German.
Does anybody not consent to this, or are we all getting our booster shots today?
Riker looks over at the group, those that have already gotten their injections, says, "Well, laddies, I see I'm in the minority here of hating needles," so he grabs one and just injects himself with it instead.
Fucking Christ! Ow. Stop my toe.
I would like to inspect the serum.
The creature's just gonna, like, look at him, look back at her needles, look back at him, look back at her needles, and just go, if there's any spare, I will make sure one will go to you.
Fair enough. That's fair.
So, considering, technically at this point, the remaining crew, the remaining Lancers who are not even with us, the players who are not here today,
Like
would
Josh.
also be in this room getting injections.
Yep.
There would not be any spares in your hands right now, because the spares that you do have, you recognize, need to go to any other people who were on the planet that might
Yeah.
need them. Mm-hmm.
That's why we said if there's extra.
Yeah. I will say, you guys, I do see your weird looks to my appearance, but I assure you, this is not the transformation that awaits those that do not get injected. This is just my armor, per se.
Fair enough. We got cosplay armor, creepy cosplay armor.
Okay.
Everybody's got a gimmick. It's fine.
Whatever gets your rocks off.
Exactly.
So all of you
So
kind of go
women.
through the exact same thing. The injection burns. It feels like wriggling inside of your wrist for a moment there. And it feels like something's traveling to the rest of your body. Like, normally when you get an injection, it's just fluid, you know, you don't really feel it. It just goes in. This one straight up feels like, even though it's liquid, it feels like giant, like, slugs are put into your skin. And then it just kind of writhes around and goes to the rest of your body. And then you just feel better. And then you feel great. That's what it feels like. If any of you happen to have any signs of, like, cancer, as an example, it's gone. You are Gucci. This thing, like, in fact, Deimos would, in fact, fully recover at this moment. The burn marks on your skin and everything else kind of just peel off as fresh skin is exposed and everything falls, and you just feel great.
But he falls asleep
Okay.
for the moment.
Gets a shot. All right. Good night.
The relief is just... It's so much relief, because I've been injured for 2 sessions now.
Deimos has been on death's door for like 5 hours.
Uh-huh.
Dude's been running on pure adrenaline and fucking spite.
I told you, I gave him the good stuff.
Apparently.
Riker clenches his fist, goes through the motions initially, pops back up, feeling like $1,000,000, looks over and asks, "Hey, you got any more of those?"
You and your needles. Pilots are always so addicted.
You know, this coming from a Lich player, I just imagine when you're in your cockpit, you're just injected with like 50 needles all at once from every direction, and that's
Oh,
how
no.
you interface.
You know the rattling you hear when you hear a lich? No, that's not its bones cracking. That's the amount of fucking black riot cans I have in my cockpit.
Fair enough.
Monster cans everywhere.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I was going to say non-branded energy drink cans. We are not sponsored.
So
We
the
could
team
be sponsored.
is left in this
Sponsored
team
by
is left in
Ruffles.
this little quarantine chamber for about a couple hours. The door is locked, but you're comfortable. It's not like a prison cell or anything like that. There's in fact couches and everything. So and
I get comfy.
Yep, you are totally allowed to get comfy. There's a little food dispenser. It's not the same as cafeteria where they actually cook, but you can get yourself an energy drink, some snacky snacks, all that sort of thing. And a couple hours later, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, about an hour in,
Uh-huh.
Imogen's going to recognize that maybe the food's not actually good enough because people are like turning their nose up at it. She's actually just going to bring in a fresh, like, saran wrapped tray of cookies for the people in the quarantine.
I'm going to assume you had those in your suit already because the door is still locked.
Yes.
Fair enough. Cookies for everybody. You've done so
There
well.
you go,
Enjoy
guys.
your
Have some
cookies.
chocolate chip.
Some
Except for Rico.
I
You've
love-
got oatmeal raisin.
I love how this creepy thing is just like, here you go, guys, chalky chips.
Except for Rico, he gets oatmeal raisin. He's a doctor, he should know it's healthier.
Hey, some of us enjoy oatmeal raisin. Thank you very much.
Actually,
Yeah.
Breaker is immediately crouched down in a corner, just chewing on a cookie.
Oh God.
We didn't get these in the
Confirmed.
we didn't get these in the space mines.
Once a month, they drop the cookies down the chute. First come, first serve.
Why do you think he's so predisposed towards genocide? People were fighting over those cookies, man.
oh fuck! Please stop making me wheeze. Jesus
Well, you
Christ!
Klondike bar.
A Klondike bar. What would you do for a Klondike bar, Striker?
We don't want to know.
Genocide.
Well, he'll do that just for shits and giggles.
He'd glass a planet for a Klondike bar.
Anyway,
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
so we'll
While having the cookie.
Mhm.
Sorry. Go ahead.
we'll fast forward a little bit. Everybody enjoying their cookies, and our best friend will come back in.
I've been here.
Oh, I wanted to say before he gets back,
Yep.
Demos would have woken up after his nap and started reviewing everything he had on his drone. Just using his personal HUD on his data plating in his eyes to review the footage he has on his drone, and
I love how.
but staying.
Go ahead.
Yeah. He's gonna stay away from any data that might have been on that machine if I have any of that data.
Sure.
I won't
fine.
open it just in case. 'Cause I remember it sent a message to all of us, right?
It did. Yep. Sure did.
Yeah, so just in case there's any malicious files that I have, I'm gonna stay away from all of that. Just anything before we had any contact with that machine.
Cool. Got you. I love how Deimos is living the childhood dream. I went out and I had fun. I came home tired. I got cookies and took a nap.
Yep. Oh, I wish I can still do that.
Don't we all?
Don't we all?
Don't we all?
Fucking.
The collective agreement. I wish we could all nap.
Locke
Actually,
comes
wait.
in. Locke comes in. He's like, "Oh, you guys are cookies." He grabs a cookie.
Imogen's just gonna like smack his hand and say, "No, those are for the quarantined."
I'm gonna take the cookie I hadn't gotten yet, snap it in half, and give half to Locke.
Locke,
Share.
Locke comes running back in. He's like, "You have
That's
no
good.
idea how bad things have been for Locke."
He needed this. He needed some kind of joy. That's for helping secure the fucking the LZ. Good job.
Imogen's just gonna stare at Franz, be like, "Do not encourage him."
So,
Eh.
between chewing on cookie, you're gonna hear Locke. He's just like, so. What happened was,
Plan.
we haven't heard from the captain yet. He stops. He's like, he focuses on the cookie entirely. He finishes, and he's like, oh, that was so good.
ASMR. Thanos explains his plan, but he's eating a KFC family meal. I think I have
What
that.
happened to not having extra ammunition?
So Locke explains, we haven't heard from the captain yet. Our forces are still spread as thin as they could possibly be. But we've received a message from Union. Apparently, on this planet, the pirates have actually been doing more than just raiding. I think you recall there was human trafficking happening with a flotilla recently that you guys answered. I think that's how this all started, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There's no record of any slaves being sent out anywhere. We've checked every sector from here to the nearest blink space jump gate. There is no influx of slave trading. And we've used every source to check that. Union has gone so far in with undercover agents that they've had planted for very long periods of time, and we can't find anything. So then questions started getting asked. And I'm sure you know what's been going on down here, and how that could be a problem, not just for Union, but for all of humanity. What they are doing down here, if Ra found out what was happening here, there would be more problems than just pirates kidnapping humans. There would be more problems than, not to shortchange what has happened, but a single genocide. How many of you are educated in the lore of Lancer?
I think
Talking character-wise or in a personal sense?
Well, I think this would be basic knowledge for most pilots. You would have to know something because you work with AIs pretty regularly. So I feel like I'm gonna have Demos explain, because it's so fitting that the Demos event is relevant here.
You want me to explain my namesake?
If you would.
I shrug at Locke and very well.
Wait, before you continue, is the player, are you aware of what Locke is referring to here?
I don't think he's explained to me enough for me to know exactly what happened, or I'm not really clocking what you want me to explain exactly.
I'll DM you. Let me see if you are you
Okay.
the player
She's
are aware
asking-
of this.
Yeah, she's asking if you know the specific lore of like what you're about to explain.
My plan to defeat.
Okay, yep. He's aware. So, yep, we will have Demos explain his namesake. Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Very well. The abridged version is Ra appeared above Mars. It decided that it did some weird things to the synthetics on Mars, and then it abducted Deimos, the moon, and then it came back at some point, put a law on humankind and, well, Union. And Union agreed because they did not have the power to oppose Ra. Ra, I'm not sure if you know about Ra or Metat-On, but they are basically considered the first NHPs. And Ra put out the first contact accords. It basically decided humanity should not do research into the longevity of humanity, that we do not achieve immortality, did not explain anything, and once we agreed, it disappeared into blank space once more. Does anyone have a question?
They stole a moon.
Yes, indeed, Ra stole a moon. Deimos, specifically, and I was
thought
named after this event.
raise his hand again. Isn't Ra's big thing the sun? Why did he steal the moon?
That is Egyptian mythology from
God
ancient
damn it,
cradle.
AJ, you stole my gift.
There is a difference between Ra, the Egyptian god, and Ra, the NHP. Officially, they are called Monist One.
That's correct.
Okay, I am out of questions. You may continue.
So am I correct in assuming that the research being done on the planet is about longevity? I look back at Locke.
He gives you a very solemn look and nods.
Oh, merde. This is very bad. Let me explain to you. If if these people continue to research this, Ra itself will come after us.
Us as in,
And-
like, humanity, or us as in the
As
pirates?
in humanity.
Ah,
And if I may add this, NHPs only started popping up after it left with the first contact accords. And it is widely believed that NHPs are a result of Ra appearing.
That's correct.
And if it has that power, we are screwed.
So, for those of you not in the know, Ra, again, he got that all absolutely correct. Ra was the very first NHP. Stuff that is paracausal, stuff that, like, basically fucks with space-time and causality, did not really exist until after Ra showed up. NHP started working with us after Ra showed up, and Ra was so strong that literally the entirety of humanity's armies and technology, hackers and secret agents and everything else could not stop Ra at the time. If you took 100% of every human working together, they lost. And Ra said, do not research longevity, do not research me. Have a nice day. So, having that guy on you is, maybe a bit of a problem. Maybe.
This is out of character, and this is going to be a very actually moment, but this is just a technicality between chronological order, because Ra is the first huge kind of NHP that Union encountered, but technically Ra is the second one to appear. First, okay, this is going to be a bit spoilery, so do you want me to continue, or...
Probably not.
Okay, never mind. But technically Ra is the second to appear. But anyway.
I just got, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I disclaimered that.
someone been reading the lore. Like, fucking
Yeah.
kudos.
Yeah, that's kind of how dedicated I am to this game.
Same. I love
I have not read the lore. I just want to fight mechs. That's me.
Go, go,
What I
Power
get is that we have to
Rangers.
summon Slay for the Sky Dragon to beat up Ra.
No, we need Exodia.
No, you just need a mirror force. You're good.
In the background, by the way, Imogen's just speaking to an NPC taking notes, and you just hear her say, bird flu. Well, yeah, they kind of do that.
Oh,
Fuck.
I'm upset. I'm upset.
God damn it.
Love you guys.
bad.
Love you too. So the magical NHP from the sky said, "Hey, don't do these two things," and we're cool. And these fuckers are saying, nah, we're doing the second one. Fuck you.
Yeah, as Demo sits back down, and he just looks intense. Elbows on his knees, hands on his mouth, just thinking very, very deeply.
Locke will go on to explain to you guys. I had to check to see if your genetic code had been altered in any way. The experimentation they were doing down there, if we found out that your telomeres had been repaired, I probably would have had to kill you today. Just to keep up with the first contact accords. You would have had a very long life if I didn't kill you. But that's against the law.
Raise his hand.
That is indeed.
Could you have then cloned us? I hear that's a thing you can do. Or is that against the accord now? If, like, you can't clone people who were, like, genetically altered that way. It's, like, illegal.
Imogen, cool, step forward on this, or do you want Locke to do it?
Oh, you can do it. Go for it. If you want. If you want,
Cool.
you want to say.
Imogen's gonna like overhear Francis speak about the cloning process, and sort of look to Locke with pained eyes behind her helmet, saying, "The clone process, it's unstable. We are not sure if we can take many people in this facility, let alone one with less resources."
That's correct.
On
Understood.
the topic of resources, where did you find the ammunition to bomb this place? Well, the base. Eyes lock.
Locke grins for a little bit and pushes a button, which causes a bunch of little Jolly Roger flags to appear on every screen around the room that you're in. With JA emblazoned on the side of the Jolly Rogers. He's like, I found something cool.
I told you we shouldn't be revealing that.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
So it has been confirmed. John Armfield is dead.
Sure, shit, hope so. We fucking shot him in space.
Well, I
Twice.
found an empty ship halfway between here and the planet, or where we were stationed. And it was just nobody there to pilot it. There was, I don't know. It was like the entire crew had decided to leave the ship to go do something else, and I just got a free ship, man. It was great.
This is one of those moments where the decision not to tell anyone that he was coming for us has just continued to pay dividends every single time. No, it has! Oh no, we got attacked. We got a free LZ clear. We got to take out a big bad before the mission even started. Like, I feel like this was just fucking roses.
This is I think this is referencing like 4 sessions ago something that happened. Might be 3
It's
sessions
probably
ago.
5.
No, I think it was 4.
I think it was 4.
Imogen's just less than impressed at this point.
You mean the ship that had the people with the slave collars?
That was a rather explosive session, wasn't it?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
The days that way.
So glad Sin chuckled.
There was a lot of things that happened because of that thing,
Yep, that's correct.
including me blowing myself up, but we can move on from that.
Ah, there's the reference.
Stryker sits there looking at everyone in the room back and forth and just questioning what the hell anyone's talking about, but just nodding and smiling.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Smile and wave.
Anyway, is anyone going to address the elephant in the room? And
Is there an elephant in
slowly
here?
looks at Stryker.
Yeah. That, I'm gonna point. Why are they here? And I'm gonna look at Locke.
I'm gonna turn around and look at who's behind.
Why is he here? He lost.
Locke, Locke
posted
gives you
crit-
Locke gives you the most like don't give a fuck shrug, and he says that's above my pay grade.
You
I
know
look
what? I'll take that answer because that means there's an answer above you. So that means
I
there
look
is
at
something.
Francis. I look at Francis, and that is the same answer I got the last time I asked about his whereabouts. And shrug as well.
Yeah, that did happen. That did happen.
Okay.
You guys,
Does anyone else have a question?
Nope.
cool.
That's what I need.
Because that
The
about
others have been really quiet.
Yep, I haven't heard anything from Chaos.
Just taking in information.
Fair enough. Well,
I
perfect
can't say
timing.
anything in fear of getting zapped.
That could still happen. That could still happen.
I know.
Be very careful.
Be very, very quiet. I'm posting memes.
It is at about exactly that moment that the ship's sound system, the speakers, the PA for the ship, call Locke to the... Shit, I lost the word for the cockpit of a ship, but he goes there.
Bridge.
The bridge, thank you! The bridge!
Duke.
Thank you! Locke gets summoned to the bridge. He says, we're almost back at the Volante. I really hope that we can find some armaments for this ship, because I used everything.
Back to square one it is.
So he'll dip on you guys. He's gone.
Are we free to leave quarantine now?
Oh yeah, the door is left unlocked and you are back at the Volante.
All right, cool. I have two questions. One, is the bad company now back on the Volante?
Nope. Still in the
No?
planet. However,
They left it.
we at this point have plenty of downtime actions, as we're gonna give you guys about 48 hours before before Locke is sending you on your next mission, because like he said before, things are still not looking amazing in this area, and there's still distress calls from many different planets. And he'll be briefing you in 48 hours. At this point is when you guys would do your level up, your mech changes would happen, because I know we did that session early, but this is the official point in time where everybody got their new mechs. So
Fair
we're gonna
enough.
go ahead and look at our between session downtime actions. What would we like to do? Because I hear some people may want to have a ship.
I would like to get our ship fixed, please.
Okay.
Now, I was told, we're running low on resources.
Yep.
And that usually means one of two things. Either I should probably put in a request to have the parts given to me in order to fix the ship, or, I mean, what they don't know won't hurt me, and I just steal what I need from the fucking armory to fix the ship, or the mechanic bay. Borrow without intent to give back. There, happy?
Borrow without intent to give back. That is... Sure, that's...
A sentence?
I'm sure the quartermaster would be happy about that.
They're probably away. What quartermaster?
Sounds like a problem for the future me, not current me.
Yep, that sounds about right.
It's a problem for future Starry Night, not current Starry Night. We're not too worried about that today.
Yep. So, I would like to act unseen and unheard to get the supplies required to hopefully fix the bad company. I would like to also arm it, but I feel like that would require a second check. Because the ship has no armaments. It is basically a dropship.
Then I'm going to consider this one a, under reserves, tactical. Use of a transport vehicle or starship is what we're looking at. And we're going to go ahead and have you roll get a hold of something, or if you are stealing, if you are just straight up stealing.
Act unseen and unheard.
The amount of materials that you would need to do this, you're making several day trips to the to the armory
He
and
wants
back.
to have He wants to
However,
do an axe unseen or unheard with a spaceship in his pocket.
yeah, he well enough to weld all the problems that have happened to the ship that are keeping it from being space worthy. To fix any problems with the engines. I know the shields were broken last time that we talked about it. That was something that Ajax was working on. So,
Oh, no.
give me your act unseen or unheard roll, please, Francis Day. Okay.
No! I saw that on 14! Fuck you, dice!
You are
I
able.
watched that thing go 2014-4.
You are able to get enough to weld one of the holes of one of the two holes in the ship closed. That is all you've got.
Fuck. I tried.
You sure did?
Can't retrieve it yet.
I would like Imogen. Would Imogen notice Francis going back and forth?
He was stealthy, so probably not. I don't know that he told anyone about this. He didn't tell anyone on the team. He was just like, I'm gonna go get some resources. There was no huddle up, guys. What do we want to do for the next? How do we want to prepare? It was just, I'm gonna go steal.
Can
Better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Amen.
can Imogen?
So, Imogen would know this, and you guys would potentially remember this. The last time that you were talking to Locke about different things that needed addressing, there was mention of a water world, which may affect what kind of reserves you are looking for. However, there are multiple planets, so that's the only one that you currently know about. Gathering information as a downtime action is a potential option if you want to do that sort of thing. Or scouting as well. Same thing.
Would I be able to use the investigate skill to find out more about our next mission?
Let me take a look. I think it'd be scouting with investigate. Yeah. That would either be investigate, looking at like the newsreels of the local areas, or going through all the distress signals and trying to piece together like what the distress signals are describing, because they might describe like, oh, there's this huge mech and it did this thing to this building, and then this other one was doing this thing to these people, and you would just kind of try to piece together what the situation is there.
Yeah, so I'm going to use the investigate to go through newsreels and online updates to find out what our situation is.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and give me an investigate roll. Oof. Okay.
Rough.
And you were trying to figure out information about enemy forces, or about the different planets that need help?
Different planets.
Got you. With that roll, you would learn of one other planet that is in current need of help, that's sending out distress signals. It is so the last planet you were on was called Zekoth, if I remember correctly. Yes, it was.
Yes.
And the next, the one that you just figured out about is not the water world, but a mud and sand planet known as Dredge. They are famous for their rejuvenation and legal longevity and restoration services. They export mud and sand that has specific combinations of minerals that are just excellent for the human body and keeping people healthy and extending their lives within legal limits. The plot thickens.
Definitely not suspicious.
So would I take time now to do a full repair of...
Nope, that happens for free. Full repair's already... Yep, everybody got a full repair. It's already done.
Okay, so I think I have to roll for one of my weapons, because I think I have to roll for the prototype weapon for when we do a full repair.
Yes. Anytime you do a full repair, you roll prototype weapons.
1d6 plus 2, it says here.
Yep. So go ahead and roll a d6.
6.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so that's 7 shots.
And you have the upgraded version too. You got the bells and whistles on yours.
There you go. I have updated that for you.
And I have to choose 2 effects. Okay, I guess I'll take tweaked optics and what does smart do again?
You attack their E defense instead of their regular defense. Or you can give it templates.
Yeah, I'll give it the script reactor shielding.
Okay, so it can fire in templates now.
My pilot skills are still off. It says I have Field Commander and Brutal still.
Did those get changed?
So we fixed that last time.
I thought we did too.
You know what?
Just open
Oh wait, no.
my tactical skill says I have Leader and Brutal.
It might be that I just need to give you an updated token.
Fair.
Yep. Is that the correct? Minus having brutal. There you go. That one should be correct. Can you check for me? Make sure the talents are correct?
It says I just have Leader.
On my end, it says you have Combined Arms, Vanguard, and Leader.
That doesn't sound right.
Is it Gucci?
I should have Combined Arms 2, Pancreatic 2, and Vanguard.
So not Leader, you have Pancrati instead? Send me
Yes.
a updated share code and I'll see if it fixes.
I'm going to use my free time to talk to Francis Day and try to figure out what's wrong with the ship and see if I can help requisition parts as a technician and see if I can help repair the ship.
So there's a big ass hole there. The shields don't work. We don't have a gun, and we are not able to fly in out of orbit. Those are the big 4.
Great.
Well, also the ship is still on another planet right now.
You know, okay, there are 5 things wrong. The voice in my head counsels me to understand.
Striker grabs a notebook, starts writing down the issues, and does the paperwork to hand into the QM for requisitioning those parts.
Cool. Give me 1 second to try and update. Give me a new share code. That's the same one as before. You have to generate a new one.
Also, out of character here, ever since we all got those shots in-game, my nose has been running and I've been sneezing this entire
That's
time.
hilarious.
I'm so sorry.
Not me. That's a you problem. Anyway, while we're waiting on... Unless we're gonna do something here.
There
Well,
you
he
go.
is,
Do we have-
he's looking for...
No, just changed it again. Good lord. Alright.
Was this day 25 of technical difficulties?
Day 25 of technical difficulty, something like that, yeah.
We're not counting the amount of technical
There you go.
difficulties anymore. We're counting days.
Be
We will go ahead and have you roll get a hold of something. I think that's fine. See if we can get you some supplies.
Click on me. Pilot narrative. Oh no, I don't have that. So that's just a regular D20.
That's right.
What? Fencer lacks permission to update actor.
Oof.
What are you trying to update?
I am not trying to do anything. My hands are off my
Anything.
keyboard.
Here's my token. Can't update.
Yeah, I keep spamming user striker lacks permission to update actor, but I'm not doing anything. I just rolled a D20.
That's
Same.
Weird. That's weird. I don't know why that's happening.
Yeah,
Well-
I keep spamming it too. Like every time I delete the message, it just keeps popping up.
Same. Everybody refresh the. Everybody
Oh,
refresh.
Okay, it stopped for me.
Okay, yeah.
Same.
It's
Stopped.
Okay,
That's not creepy at all.
that should be fixed.
Oh, sorry, I was haunting your PC, so stop.
Is it fixed?
Yeah. Yep.
Wonderful. And I believe your mech's name was... Give me a second. I've got a bunch of extra resources I gotta delete because they just showed up when I was cloning you to make the adjustments to your character sheet. So one moment, please.
Can I take this time to say, because I did some restructuring for my pilot skill triggers, that while Francis is sneaking around, I bump into him and just go, well, this is perfect. Can you teach me?
He wants to learn how to sneak as you were sneaking over there.
Yeah, like, I just bump into him, and if he starts saying, like, this is not what it looked like, I was like, no, that's okay, this is perfect. Let me learn from you, I'll just follow him around. Not enough to actually help with the,
Sure. Wouldn't count as your downtime action because that's just a free thing that changes during your level up. I appreciate the narrative roleplay. Wonderful, wonderful. Do you know what you would like to do with
Alright.
Oh, I thought Striker rolled, though, right?
Oh wait,
Yeah, I rolled a 2, so I guess I fucked that paperwork up.
Oh yeah, no, he rolled a 2. That's why I was like,
You
bro.
drew dinosaurs on the paperwork?
No, the paperwork had his name on it, and the guy looked at the paperwork and said, "And this is going to the bottom because of that name."
Well, the nice thing is, that's pretty much kind of... So you get a hold of somebody, Striker, and they're like, hey, I know you. Sure, I'll send it right over. And you can hear the absolute, like, malice in this guy's voice. And you do get like a little email saying that, your order has been processed and will be shipped. And the date that's showing on there is, like, a month from now.
Oh, fuck. So we'll get it eventually, but not in the time that we need it.
That's right.
So, would I be able to use Charm on the Quartermaster to get those parts sooner?
So you're walking in with Stryker? I don't think that you would know what he's done at this point unless he shared it with you.
Well, I'd be going in after Striker's already failed miserably.
Okay. So you go in and see the Quartermaster kind of scowling at Stryker.
Striker's paperwork.
Mm-hmm. We are fixated on this ship.
It's an important piece of the fucking bad break deployment system.
Trying to do my job.
But if we lose that, what'll we get in return?
You're gonna take John
Or in
Arbuckle's
place
ship?
of it?
You try to charm the Quartermaster, right? Okay, yeah. I like that roll. That's a pretty good roll. Quartermaster would just look at you and be like, well, tell me how you're charming him. I don't accept just rolls. I need you to explain what you're doing.
I know, I wasn't expecting to roll that good, honestly. So what would it take to get those parts delivered just a wee bit sooner?
That doesn't sound very charming to me. That sounds just like a
He just
negotiation.
went, I didn't expect to get this far.
Seduce me.
Basically.
The German bats his eyes. Kaiser bats his eyes. Okay. Well, the quartermaster is, he's picking up what you're laying down. And he's like, I appreciate it. I'm interested. Here's my number. But this isn't a matter of how do we get this here faster. This is a matter of I don't have anything to spare. What's here is literally meant for emergency repairs should the Volante itself need that sort of thing. If I give you what's left and a hole pops up in this ship, do you know how horrible that could be? We'd have to airlock that entire section. What if it's the hot tub room? You really want us to lose the hot tub room? What if the hot tub room ends up with a hole in it? You know what? All right, yeah. But you and I are going to the hot tub room right now.
I was going to say, what if we get our use out of the hot tub room right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
So we're gonna go ahead and
to spare the parts for some spare parts.
we're gonna put a curtain over that one. Sure. He'll accept this, and he'll accelerate the shipping process for you guys. You'll get it in 3 days. You'll get it in 3 days instead of a month. And
Fine, do it now.
he is smiling ear to ear as he offers you his elbow to walk elbow in elbow locked to the hot tub room.
There is no shame in this game.
Oh no, he's skipping. There's no shame at all. He is so happy right now.
This is a very lonely place.
Imogen's just gonna see him skipping past and he's just gonna facepalm.
This is beautiful.
Well, at least someone's having fun.
You're gonna have fun.
All right, so let me see
I
who is
told you,
taking
the
their
Germans
action.
are very
Action.
charming.
No.
Action taken. I'm missing Striker. Okay,
Won't you all owe me?
but you all owe me.
I'll owe you on
owe
the.
you shit. You just met her.
Valid.
So does everyone know about those two available missions that we have?
Assuming that that was shared.
So let's say that the new information wasn't shared. The one that we know of is only the water world, right?
Correct. Argus is the one who knows about the mud world.
Hmm.
And I'm currently busy in the hot tub room, so you're gonna have to wait.
But we have 48 hours. You're not. Maybe you're in the hot tub room for 48 hours. I don't know. I was gonna say you're not in there for 40, and then I realized, well, you know what? You very well could be. I don't know.
Very well.
Are we allowed to make any alterations to our mechs currently?
Yeah, absolutely. Between sessions, you're always able to alter your mech.
Yeah, because hearing Waterworld, I am going to do something quick here.
Not going to water. We're going to mud and sand.
That's up to you guys. You don't have to make the alterations now. You can literally make the alterations right before the mission starts. So you have
Okay.
You can wait till all the downtime actions and whatever debriefing happen are completed before you continue. And I don't think I've received a downtime action from Demos. I think I've got one from everyone else except Demos and Whisper 9 actually.
You can go first, Whisper 9. Yep.
Go!
I've been taking several downtime actions.
Fair.
Really?
What?
Really? Mako
It's
just,
accurate right now.
Mako just played the get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant. Plop, 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 plop. Just for you, Art. Just for you, Chaos.
Excellent. Excellent.
In his defense, I'm not logged into Twitch and told him to send that for me.
Yeah, I'm under the whims of the guy upstairs.
Fair enough.
Wait.
Whisper 9, what's your downtime action? What are we doing? How are we doing it?
I'm not sure. Once, would Francis be available to be pulled to the side?
I
Everybody
imagine.
wants the hummus.
Everybody wants the hummus!
I'm not giving him the hummus. She's lesbian for a reason.
That's not what I meant.
Oh,
I'm what keeps. I'm the hummus that keeps the team together. Apparently, that's the thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, sure, at some point you would totally find Francis and apparently Damus as well sneaking around the ship together.
Oh my gosh.
Just-
People just keep bumping into him while he's
what?
His role was not very good, to be fair.
Hang on a minute. Let me roll a. Was it competitive investigate against
I
stealth?
think it's Spot.
It's Spot.
It's spot. Okay, I still have a +2 to it. That's
That beats his roll by 1. So yes, you would find
Yes.
Francis. Even with his +6, that beats his roll by 1.
I rolled so bad it makes me sad.
It went from a 19 to a 9.
These dice hate us. Anyway.
What are
I
you
already
two
see how this
doing?
engagement's gonna go.
Oh, hello. Deimos wanted some tips on being a little quieter, so he doesn't get
yes.
shot in the face again or exploded.
I
Again?
don't believe
How
I have
often does this
introduced
happen?
myself properly, by the way. Sorry, you go ahead. This is your downtime action.
I said, again? How often does he get shot?
Too many.
By
Dino
enemies,
shrugged.
not so much. By friendlies, all the time.
You're not here. You're in the hot tub.
That's why I'm not
You-
speaking as a German.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to make an offer, seeming as you have a friend that likes being a magnet to bullets, and you have the seemingly lack of a doctor, or at least a sane one.
We have a doctor?
I look
Is
at
it-
Francis.
is he-
I'm like, we do.
He was
we
the
have
one
a
in the hot tub.
I have that thought of, is it the German?
It's,
Must be the German.
it's Richthofen.
Ah, that makes sense.
That's why she said, or at least a sane one. So, I would like to offer you my services to join the group. The Bad Breaks, is it you call yourselves?
We didn't get to pick the name, but yes.
And to show you, I mean business as well, she's going to reach up and twist off her helmet and then reveal her face to Francis and the other person.
Deimos.
Deimos.
Thank you.
Damus.
That I have just put in OmniNet
The other
to reveal
person.
her face.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And she looks at you both and says, think of this as a sign of trust. I trust you to reveal my face near you. Otherwise, this stays on.
Understandable.
Dino tilts his head and just nods.
I'm gonna put out my hand. Well, welcome to the team.
She's gonna reach out her hand and then actually introduce herself after she basically goes, oh, I just realized I never told you my name. Dr. Card. Imogen Card. It's codename Whisper 9.
Francis Day, Starry Night, and then I point at Deimos.
Ah, the bullet magnet.
Exactly. That's
Full
his,
name or
code name.
just abridged?
Well, hopefully
Do the full name.
well,
Full name?
Full name. It's more fun.
My name is Dimos Bukilea Aleri Notos Lacra Marwa.
you killed my
Uh,
father. Prepare to die. I'm sorry.
I get the reference, but that is a very old movie. I put out my hand and shake hers as well.
Well,
Codename Fencer.
oh, yes. What was that?
Codename Fencer.
That is a quite interesting names. I will of course take the time to learn the others when I am ready.
It'll come easy. I remember them sometimes. I usually have to. I usually have to look down at like I have a cheat sheet in my mech, and it has everyone's names and like a color associated with them.
I just imagine Francis Day has a little crayon drawing of Deimos and it says Fencer, and a little crayon drawing of Icarus and it says Icarus. And all that sort of thing.
It's not that bad, but it's like imagine a post-it note, but with chicken scratch handwriting that has like the call sign and then like a Sharpie with the color of the mech. That like best suits the mech.
So she's gonna look at the token and say, "Tell me, mechs, what do you have?"
Everything's a little different now. We weren't as specialized before we got back to the Volante, but now we have a little bit of everything. Like got some big boys with some big firepower, got some speedy boys, got some very large weapons.
If I may, I pull out my personal drone and have it project the frames and the details about it in succession.
A holographic projector. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Not since Locke recruited me.
I thought it was pretty new technology myself,
Yes.
but okay.
I've been experimenting with them, but well, seeming as I used to be a technician for. You don't need to worry about who I was a mech technician for. Well, this has been lovely meeting the both of you, and I look forward to working with you.
Of course.
Yes. Farewell. If you need any supplies, if it's cookies, I can make them. Anything else, put in the order.
Understood.
So, a baker, technician, doctor? There's
Yes.
quite a lot of professions.
Yes.
Apparently.
Everybody needs a hobby.
Hey, when you're part of a far field team, you're not doing much.
PhD in baking.
PhD baking. Well, there you go.
Was that...
Would you like a proper downtime action?
Oh yeah, bollocks. I'm not sure, to be honest, what to do. For my downtime action, I thought my downtime action would be joining the bad breaks.
Nope, everybody gets a downtime action. It's only fair.
Let me double check the compendium then.
As
'cause
Spider-Man says, everybody gets one.
I thought it was with great power comes great big booty bitches.
If you go to Compendium and you go to Action Economy and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there are downtime actions if you want
Thank you.
more of a narrative type of thing.
Mm-hmm. But I would like to get a damn drink then.
Sure.
Because yes. And I will offer Francis and Deimos a drink. Which I'm guessing they're going to decline to do their downtime action.
So, what is your intention for this getting a drink? You have to tell me what you're trying to do with this drink. You could be trying to make connections, collect some gossip, forge a reputation, or just forget things. And then we roll.
I'm going to try and forget the horrors of the mech that I am haunted by.
Okay, then roll me a d20, just a flat d20.
Cool. Yep. And I am leaving it intentionally vague. That is a 12.
Okay. On a 12, you gain, as a reserve,
Mm-hmm.
your choice of a useful piece of information, a convenient opportunity, a friend or connection, or a good reputation. But you also lose one of these things.
I will lose a useful piece of information and gain a convenient opportunity.
It's a item or piece of information.
I will lose a piece of information.
Okay. In that case, you're gonna gain a convenient opportunity. Cool.
Yep.
So while you're there, you actually meet up with somebody from the Volante who you've not met before, because all of the old Volante people are currently still in
Sick bay.
duress. Sickbay. Yep, sickbay.
Can I just say Demos accepted
Accepted?
the invitation?
Oh, you want Demos to be the person?
Did I not hear that right? I thought Imogen invited
did.
Demos
She did,
and
yeah.
Francis Day.
She did, yeah.
Okay, yeah, y'all can go drink
Yeah,
too.
sure.
That's totally fine.
I'll take it. I'll take a free drink. Sure, why not?
Sure.
She makes
So
sense.
Demos
everybody
has
drinking.
been drinking juice. He doesn't drink, but he came anyway
Fair enough.
to be polite.
No worries. So, you meet somebody at the bar who you've not met before. And, this guy in particular is really, really interested in hearing everything that you know about, what happened on the planet that you were just on. I need everybody who is drinking right now to roll me a survival check, please.
Holy shit! I have that.
Even me?
Imogen will auto-fail this one.
Hey.
Including me?
Yep, if you're drinking.
I was drinking juice.
Oh, juice! Never mind, you don't have to.
Because Demos, if you remember, Demos doesn't drink. He
Fair
just gets water on his own.
Yep. Fair enough. So, as you're drinking and talking about what happened on that planet, he gets Francis Day sufficiently drunk that you would slip and mention the teleporter. And he's convinced, because he's also shit-faced a little bit, that Imogen is your team leader, and makes a deal with her, saying that you'll hand over the transponder for that teleporter in exchange for limited time use of dropships that you can just immediately drop onto a planet with, or his personal little shuttle, which can take you to a planet. But he specifically is telling you you're not allowed to take these dropships where I won't be able to retrieve them. So you'll be able to take the dropships to the Mud World. You'll be able to take his little shuttle to the Water World, if those are the missions you're looking at. Because he would not get his drop pods back from the Water World. And that's your convenient opportunity.
That's really convenient, actually. Holy shit!
That is really convenient, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't like argue with this convenience.
And Imogen auto-failing on the survival check ends up drunk as fuck, and that transponder is missing the next day.
We didn't even get the chance to turn it in.
Nope. That is specifically how Get a Drink works. You do have to lose something. When you roll the way that she did anyway. If you roll higher, then you might not, but the roll that she made, you specifically do have to lose something, and she chose to lose information. The transponder is the only information you had that was of any value, so he took that. Unfortunately, aside from Demos... Actually, Demos, can you roll me a spot check?
Sure. Unfortunately, I don't have that.
Roll a d20.
Yeah, but you changed your mech, which means you're gonna roll great.
8. That is not
You
good
spoke
enough.
too soon. You spoke too soon.
So as this guy leaves at the end of the night, you notice his face kind of distorts for a little bit, like static on a TV screen. And whatever you just saw, whoever this was clearly using one of those face-changing holograph machines.
It's
And
a proso collar.
a proso. Yep, was using a proso collar. And so you will not know who this was going forward in the future. This guy is a complete enigma.
It's fine.
Old man Jenkins.
Dinkelberg.
Dinkelberg.
Oh, we have transport now.
I think Demos is the only one who's not taking a downtime action.
Indeed. There's a few things I'd like to do. The only official downtime action I'd like to do is get focused.
Again, okay.
Yes. I would like to get a bonus for read a situation.
Give me a second.
From what I remember, I'm not allowed to basically what he does is he starts immersing himself in Sims, where the goal is to figure out what's happening, if there's like a murder that's about to happen, or if there's like an assassination attempt and I have to figure it out, or there's I'm being surrounded by hostiles, or whatever situation. Basically, I have to predict
Okay.
what's going
I have
on in my
said in the
surroundings.
past. I have said in the past that I will not. This action can be used. It should be specific to a non-martial skill or something personal to your character. And I feel like learning how to read a situation after all the shit you've gone through is personal to your character, so that's totally fine. There is not a roll associated with this one. You would just increase your read a situation by +2, your skill trigger. That is a permanent increase. I have found the power gamer. That is twice now he has permanently increased the skill trigger. But that does consume your downtime action, so you will have no team or group benefits
Does.
otherwise.
If I might play devil's advocate here, he needs it. With Deimos' rolls, he needs it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude can't buy a fucking roll some days.
No. I need to actually get the bonuses to even succeed the most basic shit.
In the
Anyway.
offline testing, Deimos rolled just fine. It's now that we're in an active game.
That's true.
We don't talk about that. For the narrative stuff I'd like to do, I already did one of them, was to learn how to be sneaky with Francis Day.
Sure.
The second is I would like to check up on the people that was on the bad breaks, see how they're doing, especially those survivors from Zekoth, because we haven't heard from them, right, ever since we got on the ship.
You have not. It's only been 2 days. Roll me an investigate, please.
Investigate. I
Yep.
don't have that.
Roll a d20.
Yeah. We're still on this train.
We're still on the bad roll train for Demos. Well, the good news is you did have a slight bonus to this one for at least one piece of knowledge. One, probably pretty unhappy piece of knowledge. Icarus. Do I have the model? No, it's gone. Icarus, Songbird, and Spyglass are all listed either MIA or KIA.
Spyglass would be MIA, probably.
What the shit?
Yep.
Autant de merde. And I assumed that I would still try to figure out what happened, but I probably didn't get very far with the limited amount of time, and
With the limited amount of time and the fact that a lot of people, they're
rolled
still
bad.
trying to focus on taking care of all the different things that are happening. The engineers
Mm-hmm.
are either, going back to their planet Zekoth to try and convince their families to join or do repairs or integrate with the Volante in different ways, try and figure out how they can assist in helping the other planets in the area, stuff like that. You're just not able to catch up with them. You are at least aware that as far as you can tell, there hasn't been too much more in the way of civilian deaths. But you cannot
No.
confirm specific names.
Okay. That's it's a bit of a sigh of relief. Last thing I'd like to do for narrative is submit information, all I have, to Locke. Or whoever is an officer that helps him with that. Because there's the recon data that I have on my drone, and I warned them about the possible data from the machine. And then those civilian last messages that were recorded with my drone as well.
So when you walk into Locke's office and explain what you have for him, he just looks completely sullen again, just completely downtrodden. He's like, "There are no other officers. It's just me right now. Go ahead and add it to the pile." And there's like a USB stick that you can connect your drone to or anything else that you have data on.
Yep.
And when you connect it, a holographic stack of files in a little metal cage or whatever gets filled up higher, so he can visually see how much more work he has ahead of himself.
Fuck.
And he just looks at it as it stacks halfway up to the ceiling, and just like his shoulders drop, and he dips his head, and he's like, "It never ends."
I have a little bit more time. Would you like me to help you? And the rest of the time, I just help him with paperwork.
Sure. He is very happy about this. Cool. Roll me a charm, actually.
Oh. Also a trigger that I don't have.
Hey, we're in there.
Okay.
At the end of the
So I
2
help.
days, you definitely feel that Locke has a higher opinion of you specifically.
Clap, clap, clap.
I
No,
mean,
nothing like that. Nothing like that.
No. I mean, what else was I supposed to do with the rest of my time? I train,
you-
I eat, I drink, I sleep, and then I help Locke.
You were running simulations. You were sneaking with
Yeah.
Francis Day. You were eating, sleeping, and training, and then somehow still found time for paperwork. So you are burning the midnight oil at this point. I will say,
Yeah,
going
it's,
into the next combat, you will be at -1 pilot HP because you have pushed yourself so far here.
I'd say, from my background, I'd say that tracks.
Fair enough.
It was worth it.
Just
you
don't.
want to
Just,
roll for crucial story? You want to roll for crucial plot information? No. You want to roll to get your cheeks clapped? Absolutely.
just don't. Just don't get blown up next time, Deimos Forehead. You'll
Or
be fine.
don't blow myself up, is what you mean to say.
That too. Yep, that too.
Mm-hmm.
So wonderful. We're gonna fast forward 48 hours. When things are mostly settled, that pile of papers that is halfway up to Locke's ceiling is only about a quarter way up as you guys are called into his office, and you see somebody else importing their data into his filing space, and the files regenerate to halfway up to the ceiling again. And he just looks like he's about to cry. He's just like, "Oh, fuck."
I tap pat his shoulder, and when I get back, I will help you more.
Sure.
Because I know what he feels like. I was an officer once.
So let me put Locke back out here. There we go. There's Locke. There's the boy. There's our very, very happy looking image. Doesn't reflect how sad he is.
He was
Eh,
happy.
still got he got eye bags. I think it tracks.
He looks up at his paperwork and he's like, "All right, you guys are Lancers. I really haven't slept. Lancers. I needed more Lancers. You're all set, right? You guys can deploy soon, right?"
I nod at him. I'm sure everyone will be ready for another deployment.
Oh yeah, I just have to get this box of fuel rods loaded into my mech, and we'll be good to go. And he's just sitting there holding a box of radioactive fuel rods in his hands.
He says, "Well, I can't really help you get there. I mean, I've got like a dinghy. That's really it. But
I think we've got that figured out temporarily, I believe.
wonderful. Well,
I go corral. Well, I look for Francis Day first, and then we start looking for the others.
oh no, you would all be summoned to his room.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you'd all be in his office.
So I don't even have to go anywhere. I'm already there.
Yep, you'd already be there. So he tells you, well, we've got priority distress calls from several different planets in the area. There's one that one by the name of Dredge. One by the name of... What is the name of this planet? I wrote it down and now I can't find it. Give me a moment. One moment, please. I see it here. Oh. Well, that's imaginative. That's imaginative.
Okay.
So one of the planets is named Cold Fusion. And that is definitely the water world. You would have researched this earlier. Well, you'd have been told about this place from the past. The last time you were briefed before you went to Zekoth. Another of the planets would be named Dredge, and whatever information you have on that, you have on that. But he also says that some of the colonists from Zekoth have mentioned fear of a... I don't know what to call it. It reminds me of this famous book, Sandworm.
Yes, that was one of the footages that I tried to send over to you, and I
Says,
tried to look for it in the files and show him.
He looks through it and he says, "Well, it hasn't hurt anybody yet, so it's not really a priority. I'd rather help people who are needing it now compared to whatever this is."
One key detail I forgot to mention. It seems it is attracted to heat or plasma or energy, I suppose.
He calls in somebody on his data slate, and he's like, "I need you to relay some information to Zekoth as quickly as you can." And he starts relaying everything to them. And he says, "As long as that's true, they'll probably be safe there."
That is from what I noticed.
It's decision time, guys. Where would we like to go?
Which one's easy mode? I want to go to the easy planet. I wish not to think too hard. I wish to just...
Considering none of us are equipped for aquatic combat, I would assume Dredge is going to be the better choice.
Well, you can always equip
You
yourself.
did mention
for
that we can change.
Yep. You're allowed to change that, and there was always the downtime action of getting an EVA package for your mechs, but we chose not to. I think this is like the fourth time where I've mentioned that downtime actions can be used for a lot of really helpful stuff in your future missions, and
You can You can
Well,
just
you
get
can't-
that outside of the limited system, outside of the systems.
Yes, it would be considered exotic gear. It does not count towards your SP.
But
Oh,
this is the first time I've actually participated in a downtime thing with Lancer with you guys. So
That's fair. Yeah,
I was not tracking.
it's all
I-
good.
My goal was to help the team. Getting the ship fixed felt very important.
Imogen's job was just like joining.
We could have done
What's
worse.
more important? Getting ready? Or doing the clapping? Come on now, we gotta prioritize here.
I would say getting ready.
Getting ready.
He did clap some cheeks.
So,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
so our options are the Waterworld, Dredge, and I think I heard a third option and my brain shut off.
That was to go face the Shai Hulud.
Fuck.
say-
Okay, that one. Fuck no.
I was about to say, can we just go dredge? Because I hate water and I don't want to go to the Shialoo.
Yeah, I'd rather go to Dredge. I don't like Kevin Costner. Waterworld sucks.
I know some people who would fight you about that. I'm not one of them, but I know some people.
Well, no, JJ. I'm on JJ's side. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with JJ.
Fair enough.
Uh,
I'm willing to vote Dredge.
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 That sounds like
That's already a majority. That's
Yes.
3 votes dredge.
I
Unless
do want
somebody
to hear
wants...
everyone else's opinion, though. To be fair,
I'm gonna say dredge.
It seems I am once again voted out of majority. This
Were you-
happened last time too.
Yeah, did were you gonna vote for Cold Fusion instead?
I was gonna vote for the water world. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Well, you can still make your
Cracker.
case, and maybe the players themselves will change their mind. So go for it if you want to talk about it.
Oh, I thought what Cold Fusion was one of the earlier planets that required help too. Perhaps. Well, I don't know how fast we can get there, but which one of these planets asked for help first? Was it all at the same time?
Give me a second.
That's actually a fair point.
That's a great question.
Because if Dredge asked for help later, then
Oh, well done. Okay, cool. Yep, Dredge asked for help later. 3 words, giant fish sushi. That's true. Good
giant fish sushi.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to fish.
I'm allergic to shellfish.
Yes,
So,
Cold
close
Fusion
enough.
did ask for help first. Dredge has only recently started sending out a distress signal, and on top of that, because of your question, and because Locke rolled so well, he finds out that Dredge actually has pretty decent orbital defense systems. It's just they don't have much in the way of on-the-ground defense systems. So whatever, if there's an invasion force coming for Dredge or anything like that, in theory they would be able to shoot most of it out of the sky. It's not until it's on the ground that it's going to be a problem for them.
So they actually have a little bit of leeway.
Yep.
Shit. Then that.
Dredge is not an immediate response required.
They
Well,
want help, but they don't, they're not on fire. They're probably on fire, but they're on fire the least.
Did I
Locke-
change any mind?
Locke kind of gives you like a very hard look, and he says, immediate help, immediate priorities. It's hard to judge that sort of thing when you don't know if the earliest distress call that you received is even still alive to need help.
But the sooner we know what the results are, the sooner we can cross it off the list and
Sure,
help other people.
but if you recall, these same pirates were using distress calls on ships to ambush people to fuel their human trafficking project.
As a fake out.
Yep. mhm.
Fuck.
Well, I suppose the vote is still open.
I'm
It's-
going to keep voting Dredge because I'm a stubborn bastard like that.
Okay, so I hear 1 vote Dredge,
2 votes dredge.
2 votes Dredge. Any
I
votes
vote
Cold Fusion?
for Cold Fusion.
1 vote Cold Fusion.
I'm changing my vote to go. It's Cold Fusion.
2 votes Cold Fusion.
Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker, cheek clapper, Chaos. What's your vote?
Hey, Chaos. If you vote Dredge, I'll give you a cupcake.
I would also, before the vote is cast, I would like to say, regardless of the outcome of the vote, no one's going to be upset, right? I got to throw that out in the air because sometimes, like
Because I would assume that after so long, the first distress beacon from Cold Fusion would essentially be left open, and with nobody to answer the response anyway. Kind of like Sin was just saying, with the pirates using it as a decoy to draw people in.
So
After so long, if they don't shut it off, there's no real point in responding because everybody's either dead or it's just a dead signal.
So the timeline, as you guys know it, was after the flotilla was exploded. 2 weeks had passed, and you've spent 3 days on Zekoth, and then 2 days just now on the Volante. So it's been about 3 weeks.
So
There's a
Cold
few
Fusion's
months
coming
here
up on a
and there.
month.
Because if I remember, we had to be slow for getting from the flotilla to the Volante, and we were all in stasis.
Oh no, for you
Oh,
it
wait,
was
that
more
would
than
be-
for you it was more than 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
But in real time it was 2 weeks.
Cool. I'd be willing
Alright.
to bet Cold Fusion is going to be a dead call after almost a month of inactivity. So I'm going to go Dredge.
Okay. I love that everybody came up with, like, the people who wanted to defend their points came up with very sound arguments. It was very nice. Just thought I'd throw that out there, sorry.
Very well. We are going to Dredge.
Okay, going to Dredge. Alright, everybody, if you need to make adjustments to your mech, we do it now. Then we get to rolling.
Hang on a minute. Okay, I'm gonna go check something here. Okay.
Stabilizer. Yeah, I'm good with my mech.
This mud world, how deep does the mud go? Do we know that?
Nope.
No? Alright.
Yeah. I don't... The only thing I'm thinking of is maybe I get the jump jets, but damn, those jump jets are expensive.
They are a bit, yeah, it's 2 points.
Yeah, like, I'm either getting rid of my Nightingale drone or my Spectre grenades to get jump jets, because I think those might be useful.
Let's determine how we're going to head to our mud world, because you do have options here. You could not use the drop pods on the water world, but for Dredge, you can use either you want.
Yep. And the bad company is not ready yet. It will be ready in a day. Because the parts were coming in 3 days, and we have to still get them fixed. So let's add, at best, say they can get the repairs done in a day. We still have 2 days before we have the bad company. So I think we drop... The way I see it, I think we drop pod in, and then as the bad company gets finished, we have somebody come to pick us up.
Well,
I think-
the good news about not having players here today is they could be the away team that decides to show up later.
Yep.
Sounds good.
But
to
if
me.
I say it out loud, it makes me feel smarter.
So, question: how many drop pods do we have available?
We'll give you 10.
Can one drop pod fits one mech? Or
That's right.
Shall we slap some scrap metal to the bottom, just in case we get hit by orbital defenses?
I was thinking of sending one down first to see, like, without anything in it, to see what the ground impact would be like. Because if we shoot a drop pod down, and it turns out we landed in a sinkhole. I mean,
JJ, when
That's-
did you put points into intelligence? What is this?
He's a miner. He would know about these things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Nah, like I'm like nodding. It's like that's a really good point. So
Like a
We-
prospecting impact drone kind of.
I need
So
you
we
to.
have-
I need you to make a roll for me, if you're going to be doing this.
okay. What do you want me to roll?
I think this would probably be an investigate or a spot. Your choice.
Okay, let me take a look at my... I don't think I've got any talents for either of those. Oh, that's my mech stats. Pilot. Here we go. Narrative, I've got Acrofix, blow something up, show off, or assault. Okay,
I
so
have the
it's gonna be,
investigate skill.
I'm gonna be AFK for a quick second here.
No problem.
Okay, yeah, I'll just roll d20, I guess.
Go for it. Oof.
Oof.
Okay.
it wasn't a 1.
Now,
So on a 7, you drop the drop pod into... Obviously, you're not doing it directly on the city, because that looks like an attack.
Just a kinetic strike from the bad rates.
Right. So you fire it off a couple miles away from the city. And it happens to land on a piece of solid like rock that is jutting out from the mud and sand that surrounds it. But it lands right at like the corner of this rock. And it kind of wobbles a little bit and it looks stable, and then it flops over and falls into the mud and it sinks and disappears completely.
So we need to hit land, is what it sounds like. Okay.
Happens really slowly though. It's not like an immediate sink. It's a very slow sink.
It's basically if when you feel you've hit something, you need to get out of the pod immediately.
I have returned.
Yeah.
Anyone mind letting me know what happened in OmniNet?
the drop pod sank.
It hit a rock. It landed good on the rock, and then once it fell off the rock, it started to sink slowly. So we just need to hit like a solid surface. So we just need to like find a nice like rocky outcropping to fucking slam these drop pods into.
That's right.
So, I have 2 ideas. I get the group together and fill them in on the ideas. Because the ground is soft and malleable, it's earth. It can be baked. What if we fired a round from the ship into a safe area away from the city and glassed that small area to bake it and make a safe landing zone?
Basically, turn the mud back into dirt.
Exactly.
That's not a bad idea. I don't think we have any.
I wouldn't want the city to think we are hostile.
I agree.
If we do it far enough away, they're not going to think it's for them, though.
Yes.
We also could throw a message letting them know we're on our way. We're making a landing zone.
Do you suggest a hologram?
I was thinking more of like a comm message, but hologram technically would work, I guess, if they have something to read.
What is this? You're my only hope? I don't know.
So I need to know what we're doing, guys.
I think we're sending out a drop pods with a message attached to it near the town. And a holographic message at that, so they can see it's an actual person and not a skin slave, or whatever the fuck they're called.
And I think I like the idea of us making a landing zone by like firing a heated round into the mud to cook it so that we have a softer patch of dirt. I liked that idea. I thought that was a really good idea.
Yeah, heat makes mud.
But
Okay.
if you cook mud quick enough, it turns into clay, which is solid.
Exactly.
So would we be able to use any sort of like short range scanner to check under the soil for solid objects?
We can use, if somebody wants to, you can totally do a check for that. I heard another drop pod is firing, so I need somebody to roll a... I think this would be, interestingly, this would be more of like a pilot ability, actually. And I believe that is considered a get somewhere. Yep, driving or piloting a vehicle. That is get somewhere quickly. So whoever's firing the drop pod, give me a get somewhere quickly roll.
Who's got the get some? Who's got get some quickly?
I do not.
I don't either.
Pretty sure Salt does, but he's not here. And I think he's the only one.
Can we roll?
Let's not have me roll
Salt?
that.
You can roll that if you want.
Not me. So if anyone wants, because we all know how I roll.
Okay, when nobody steps up, it defaults to team leader. So, Francis Day, give me a get somewhere quickly roll.
Okay.
Okay,
I saw you, 19. Angry.
that one just goes straight into the mud and slowly starts sinking.
Stinking.
I am not a good shot with those.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
We have-
we've only got 8
Stinky.
drop pods left.
If anybody is keeping track, we are down to 8 drop pods.
So I would like to use the investigate again. Use short-range scanners to search for solid objects under the mud.
Go ahead. I think this would be more of a spot check.
Well,
Because investigate is like a I'm doing deep dive research sort of thing. Doesn't matter, that roll would not have changed much. Yep, there's definitely a lot of sand and mud out there. Whole lot of sand and mud. You would estimate about 95% of this planet is sand and mud.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Can we?
I'm so glad I have jump jets.
Can we attempt my plan now? If if we have clearance, I assume that would have to go through Locke. It's his show for that, I guess.
Oh, you wanna glass another area?
Yeah. So we want to glass a small portion of area away from the city that will allow us to bake all the mud and turn it into clay, so we have a solid platform to land.
I agree,
drop pods on.
truth.
And where are these munitions coming from? Poor maker of the drop pods.
That's how come That's how come I wanted to talk to Locke, because I wanted to see if he could.
I think he's out. Is the bit she's getting at?
Oh.
I hate to say it because it sucks, but I think we've exhausted a lot of our let's make a safe zone, and I think we're just gonna have to drop hot and get out. And that sucks. It really does.
Can we just go directly? Can we land directly in the city?
No.
Look, no, Kai.
That's how you crush little Timmy.
Kai, if they've got time to complain, they've got time to run. Why did I just say that? Well, I don't.
It's a valid
not,
point.
Mako. Probably not.
So what
Mako.
is the call? What are we deciding to do?
Alright, I'm going to drop pod down and let you guys know what the hell happens.
Okay, where are you drop
sorry, what?
podding?
Outside the city limits. A little ways from where we threw down
Roll
the
me
other pods.
a get somewhere quickly check. That's piloting.
Okay.
If you don't have it, it's just D20.
Yep.
Quick question, GM.
Yep.
Do we know that
Hey!
Oh my god!
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
Let's go!
Good news. Striker being a excellent miner as he approaches, just is like, oh yeah, I know where I'm supposed to land, and just thuds right into a rocky outcropping. He hits like a little mesa, and starts sending out a signal from his drop pod. It's a little beacon. You will all receive a +2 bonus to your get to more quickly roll if you choose the drop pod at this point.
All right.
I've forgotten my character's name.
Right.
Imogen is gonna fold her arms and tell, and seemingly to no one will say, Mortis, step forward. And sort of like out towards the drop pods would stand her lich, just towering over everyone, covered in its like ragged cloaks, just like seemingly just floating it forward as if it was haunted.
Alright, that's not creepy at all.
Believe me, Mortis won't hurt you. He only hurts those who are targets, and you are not in the way.
I'm gonna follow suit-ish. I'm gonna go and kind of walk into a set of power armor that's a little taller than me, and stretch out now in my nice Sagittarius half frame.
Okay.
And climb into my drop pod. Fuck, this is
I guess
stupid.
we're just full sending at this point.
Yep, we're in.
I just fucking
So
Yeah,
you're drop podding? The
I'm
moment
drop-
you don't even need to tell me if you're drop podding, just roll the get somewhere quickly. So if you're doing that, give me that roll now. Oh, you forgot
I'll
your
take
+2.
it.
You have a +2 bonus from Striker.
So that's 17.
Goodbye, everybody.
Oh dear.
So Chaos
Screams
lands on the
off.
mesa. Chaos lands on the mesa, no problem. Starry Night, we're gonna put a pin on that. Anybody else?
Me. I'm
Before
going
I
Mortis.
before I drop pod off, how aware? I wasn't
Fuck yeah.
really aware that of what happened at the bar, was I? I didn't see anything.
Not really, no.
Yeah. So okay, all right. So we're not aware that the transponder is gone.
Nope.
I'm not, at least.
That's right.
Okay, I will. And we have a +2. Yep. I guess
Oh,
I'm. Start.
oh no! Divas, no!
It's
We had
nothing's
a-
changing.
We had a good run.
Okay,
Goodbye, everybody.
so the rest of y'all land perfectly. Deimos and Starry Night, I'm gonna need survive rolls from you guys, please.
This isn't good.
Okay. Starry Night?
It's alright.
Starry Night? Not 20!
Wow.
We're
Holy
in there,
shit!
baby.
So,
I haven't even started anything. I'm at half HP, maybe.
the Mud World has cursed your rolls.
I've been cursed since the start of this campaign, Half Truth. Believe me.
It's pretty
No lie.
crazy. Not gonna lie. RNG is again in your favor. So, as they land in the mud, Starry Night immediately understands the situation. He's like, I get the mission. I know what I need to do. And in his mech, he kicks open one of the hatches, hops out, and sees Deimos struggling to open one of his hatches, gets him out as well. You guys are able to jump onto the mesa as your drop pods slowly sink into the mud. And for those of you counting, there are 3 drop pods on the planet, 3 still on the ship, and 4 gone.
I mean, if we dredge the planet, we can go get him back.
Maybe.
I
Maybe.
point to where the drop pods are sinking and look at Francis Day. Hey, we got a deposit on that, right?
We don't own them.
Technically speaking, not our problem. He just said he would like them back. They're still perfectly fine.
That's our problem. Getting the pods back is the other guy's problem.
Exactly. Fucking, he can go get a damn tow ship and get them out of the mud.
And then Striker turns and sees the new Vlad standing there imposingly, and freaks out, saying, "Oh my god, what the fuck is that?"
Let me see. Do I have a useful?
Well, oh,
Okay.
see, Mortis.
Yeah, because he wasn't in the ship when
That's
that
a
was
lich.
revealed. Or a lich, sorry.
Imogen is just going to look back at Mortis and then just look back at Striker and just be like, "This is Mortis. Take care of him. He will take care of you."
Boop. I'll move you guys over.
And Mortis is sort of just gonna like, I want to say, sort of like, lays a hand on the ground, sort of just looms over Imogen. Also, this is just a black square.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a black
We do
square,
not
so
have
we
vision
no
here,
vision.
according to the game.
Okay. Give me a second.
Be right back, quick.
No problem. This
Yeah,
is
the
really
new-
fun already.
The new scenes are defaulting
visible
to.
now?
Yeah, it is.
Wonderful. Just making sure.
It's defaulting to Fog of War. I noticed.
Yo, this is what the Lich actually kind of reminds me of. That I am just chucking in OmniNet while we wait for.
Oh.
Oh, that's not fucking creepy.
It's not. It's a Magic the Gathering card.
Okay, it's super creepy now.
It's a red what?
Wait a
it's
minute,
a
what?
white blue Magic the Gathering card.
I would have thought blue black. It looks creepy.
Yeah. I think it's because it was released during the like Greek mythology set. So like am I able to place Mortius? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad one of my IRL friends isn't in this campaign, because as soon as he heard my Lich would be called Mortis, he probably would have turned around and said, oh, "Can I call it Morty?"
And just like
Where's
that,
Rick?
you've assumed a new nickname.
No, Sin, please. Sin, I'm a tier 3.
This changes nothing in my eyes.
Damn it! I will make you brownies with gooey edges.
I don't like gooey brownies.
Mac and cheese.
She has me for that.
I do have kite for that.
I'm back.
Welcome
Red
back.
velvet cake.
I have the fried rice.
Ooh, I do like fried rice.
What the fuck?
I don't really like sweets in general, to be honest.
I'm trying to.
Oh, that's their my sweets.
All right,
I
guys,
will.
here we are. Hello.
I hate sand.
You
It
hate
gets
sand?
its course. It gets everywhere.
Was there not a city that we landed in, or
You land.
were we
I
just
was
kinda-
told we landed away from the city.
Because
No,
we did
we
not
didn't.
want to. We didn't want to drop out
Oh,
into the
okay.
city and
I,
crush the
I
continue.
misheard then.
Yep.
I
was
thought
told
I
we landed.
heard that we were landing inside the city. That was my mistake then.
That was the original plan, and then he thought better of it.
I didn't
So-
think better of it. I just got told no.
Somebody was told that's how you crush little Timmy, or something like that.
And then
then once
Spartan
again-
very clearly stated, well, if they have time to complain, they have time to run. It's a valid point.
I think that's probably quote of today's session.
Whole planet-sized population would have hated us again if we did that.
They
You say that like it's
they just
something new.
mildly dislike us.
So,
So we're not separated?
nope.
Okay.
There's a beacon. You were mostly
that
able
20
to land together. Yep.
Yeah, I
Guess
threw down
that 20
beacons for
saved
everyone.
us.
Sure did.
The striker and me. It worked out. All right. Which way is the city? North, south, east, west?
We'll call it north. Why not? It's not
Alright.
super important in this case, so we'll call it north.
Yep. So I'm gonna like hold my mech's hand up to where my eyes would be and like peer out into the horizon. So I think the city's that way as I point north.
Definitely. There's like a cliff area where the city is.
Hey, Sin.
Yep.
Can I do the action I sent to your DMs?
I don't understand why that would be there.
Alright, fair enough. Never mind.
I mean, you can. I just don't understand why that would be there.
Yeah. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Just double checking if I have it.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're moving? Question mark? Heading to the
I
city?
assume we
I'm
are.
ready to move.
Yeah,
So
we
as
should-
you... Oh, what is this roll?
You said yeah.
I said, yeah. Okay, yeah, you find sand and mud?
Fair enough.
If I may,
Yeah.
I have jump jets. If you would like me to scout forward to make sure that the ground can handle our weight.
That's not a bad idea. I can do the same. I also have jump jets.
I would just use my basic movement to move on the ground, and then if I get stuck in sinking sand, I use my jump jets to get out.
So mechanically, the way that this is working is as long as you have moved in a turn, you are... Hold on, let me pull this up actually. Yep, I'm sorry. As long as you've moved 2 spaces or more in a turn, you are fine. If you move 1 space or less, you will start to sink and you'll become slowed. If you are already slowed and move 1 space or less, you are mobilized and you start to sink. And then we have to determine whether or not you are completely engulfed. There is a possibility of permadeath here. I am warning you about that now.
Unless
you eject.
You can always eject, yeah. You can always eject.
Eject or me.
There's gonna be a coalition of planets charging you for all the war crimes. Could happen. Could happen.
Mostly striker.
Look,
There are no war crimes if there are no witnesses.
So as Demos goes out, your mech starts to sink, but it's very slow. It's a very slow process. And as you feel like as long as you keep moving, you're totally fine.
It is not as bad as I imagined.
Good to know.
Sin, question.
Yep.
Mechanically, does it take longer or slower to engulf a mech depending on size? Or...
Mechanically, there is no difference.
Okay.
However, there is this special rule when you are playing a tabletop game that says DM word is law, so subject to change if it seems appropriate.
I'm floating. Does that change
Nope.
anything?
Mechanically, you would still
Oh.
sink.
Oh.
Unless you have the flight tag,
So there's still-
and you do not.
There's space between your feet and the sand, but that's still sinking.
So, Horus is very fucky. It's, I'm floating, but I'm still causing weight on the floor, and I can only float like maybe 10 inches above the floor, something like that. But because I'm causing weight on the floor is going down, so I'm going down, and I'm starting to sink. That's how we're gonna
There we
word
go.
this, because Horus is fucky.
Ass too fat, sinking too fast.
That's right.
Oh my god. Alright, well, who's the fastest out of all of us?
I think that's a tie between me and Fencer.
I don't think it's a
What's
tie,
your
I think
speed?
it's just Fencer.
What's Spencer's speed?
Oh, well, no, okay, no, speed is the same, sure.
Yeah,
I am
me-
size 1 though,
Five.
your size half.
Are we heading to the city, or
Okay,
are we
well,
just still
Yep,
testing
we're-
out the
I
sands?
thought that's
Okay.
what you were doing.
I'll take the lead.
I'll be behind him.
I'll be behind Star Knight.
I'm gonna need everybody to give me a spot check, please.
I don't believe I have that.
Then just roll a d20.
Oh, no, wait, no, I do.
Somebody rolled a 1.
Oh, it was Striker. Oh,
Not me this time.
God. Oh, hey, actually, I rolled the best.
Oh god, I rolled a nat 1. What the fuck?
You only just now noticed?
I was looking at your dice actually.
Aww.
Mine's always gonna be blue.
So, Imogen is the only one who would notice a landmark, which is, for some reason, there seems to be kind of like a rock that looks like a jawbone, but it's a large rock, like we're talking like boulder-sized rock, that would remind you where the drop pods have sunk in or were left on the stone here. Should you get lost. That's all you get from this one.
Ah. So at least we have an idea of where the drop pods were.
Would we not be able to use the beacon we used for the drop pods earlier to trace back our location?
Absolutely can. Assuming it's still there in the future. Don't know.
Fair enough.
Yep.
What's that? Fuck with time.
So, head to the city. I'll take you there.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Boop, boop, boop. Is this one also invisible for you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still fogged.
Yes.
Give me 1 second. There you go. Should be visible now. So let me start dropping you guys
I'd like
down.
to mention this. Fencer's uniform used to be in reds and blues. It's now in dark tones, like a super dark blue and grays
Sure.
for better stealth.
Absolutely. I think that's pretty thematic for what has happened so far.
Mm-hmm.
Fencer's going through his emo phase.
Fencer's going through his emo phase.
Just wait until the eyeliner comes on.
That explains the die rolls.
So,
Existence is horrible.
you guys make it towards this city, and the city is actually not on the floor. This city is basically like, almost like built into the cliffside. It hangs on the cliff. These buildings are jutting out from the cliffside entirely, and there are tunnels which you can see here and here go deeper into the cliff itself. So this is kind of like this is almost like a cave sort of city that juts out from the side of the cliff here. It's not on the sand. None of these buildings are on the sand, nor is it on top of this cliff face. Nice and hidden,
Oh, it's
very
built
defensible.
into the mesa.
Yep, built into the mesa. Nice and defensible position here.
Nice.
Yep.
You know, nothing puts both fun and fear into my heart like saying the words defensible position.
Mm.
You only say that when you want it to be defended. Which, those are my favorite kind of maps. I'm fine
How
with
is
it.
Whisper 9 moving? The game is paused.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's... Nope, not.
You might want to refresh.
It's paused for me.
Yeah, you might want to refresh.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Poor Striker over there with 3 movement.
That poor boy. He needs some milk.
Actually, wait. I just realised a lich probably shouldn't be. the
As we
first point of
approach, I make sure all my weapons are holstered and my 2 sets of arms are up to signal no hostility to the whoever is watching us coming in from afar.
Follow suit.
Imogen probably realizes that a lich wouldn't be a great first point of contact.
Yeah, sure. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Alright, as you guys approach the city, you are
Yeah, probably gonna
hailed
be here.
by this gentleman right here. He has no idea who you are whatsoever, but doesn't seem hostile. He just says, "What do you want?"
Would you like to go ahead, Francis?
Sure. We are with the Fleet Volante. We are the Bad Breaks. We received your distress signal, and we are here to help. And if possible, I don't know if there's a way to like send credentials, because I imagine we have some kind of credentials that say we are from this fleet. And if we don't, we really should get the fuck on that. Do we have a badge? No. Why do we need a badge?
I have my personal drone.
He reads over your credentials and everything,
Oh, we can do
and
that.
then he goes ahead and lifts his hand up as if to signal. And you see a bunch of the windows in the buildings facing the cliff close, And for those of you paying attention very closely, you'll see like sniper guns and stuff like that go back into the windows.
Dude was not stupid. He was like, if they fucking move an inch out of line, fucking blast them.
He
So
says,
the decision to put my hands up were right.
correct. He says, why didn't you send a message?
We tried. Did
No,
anyone try to send a signal message, or did we just try the drop pod?
Yes, that pod is currently in the mud.
Yes,
Yeah,
I saw a rock fall from the sky, but you know we have OmniNet.
We didn't know if your channels were safe, to be fair. We've been dealing with people who are hacking frequencies and tracking comms. Better to be safe than sorry. Don't want them to know the cavalry's here.
Give me 1 second.
Yes, I have an excuse for everything.
Hey, that's half of what makes a good leader.
Yep. It's also a very good excuse, too, because that was a fucking problem last time.
Yeah. On Zkoth. What?
He says, he looks at you like almost offended, and he's like, I am Ahmad ibn Fadlan ibn al-Abbas ibn Rashid ibn Hamad. No one hacks mine.
Understandable. I will take that into consideration in the future. Regardless, we're here to help.
I'm gonna have trouble typing that down.
I'm not even gonna... I'll be honest with you, that's a great name. I'm not gonna even try. Just write it down somewhere for me, Sid, and I'll get to it later.
I got you.
Please?
That name is
Just call it
fantastic.
good
Ahmad something, Ibn something.
It's actually a reference, and if anybody knows the reference, I give you kudos.
Assassin's Creed?
Nope.
No.
That's not a bad guess, TBH.
What's the fucking thing where it's prepare to die? You've killed my father.
Oh, that's Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
That's Inigo
Very good
Montoya. That's Inigo Montoya.
Yeah, well,
Was it
Oh,
a
well.
Dune reference?
It was not a Dune reference.
Okay.
We all fail. We're failures. You failure.
I haven't given my answer yet, to be fair. I just
And-
need the name.
And just like that, all of the cookies in the Lich's depository disappear. Horus fuckery.
What?
No cookies for any of you!
you bitch.
Oh, there goes the plus 1 HP.
Sick son of a bitch.
He's like, well, come inside. What are you doing?
Okay.
It would be
We start
waiting for you to invite us on, to be fair. Yeah, I start walking forward. I love that I'm in a half frame, so I can kind of just go into buildings. I'm only like 8 foot. I just gotta
You
crouch
would
a
have
little bit.
little ramps here.
What in oblivion is that?
Is it big enough for mechs?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming there's vehicles in there too.
Sure are.
Please ignore the ghost.
He looks at the ghost. Yeah, scene leader.
You're haunting this place.
Ooh, tax returns.
Tax return.
Oh,
I don't know.
We've been trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty.
I can't wait for episode 99, Bad Breaks versus the IRS.
I think we... Dude, have you seen how underfunded the IRS is? We win that fight easy.
I'm crazy enough to take on space pirates, but the IRS, no thank you.
I love that episode.
I love the Joker so much.
So as you go in, you're greeted.
Depends on the setting.
You're greeted by almost like a harem of exotically dressed people who offer you like different like oils and stuff to grease up your mechs, make sure they're in good repair. They just start immediately like giving you the service. Like you feel like you are getting the tune-up of the century right now. and one of his attendants comes out to talk to you. The guy tells you, he's like, "Hi, I'm Jared. Amon's busy. I'll be taking care of you."
Did you learn
From
how to
Ahmed
read?
something to Jared.
Yep.
Not everybody can have a very fancy name. The first guy's important.
What
That's
up,
why
I'm
he's got a
Jared.
fucking paragraph for a name.
A paragraph for a name.
Why have you... See... Why did you name him Jared? Because now all I can think of is the fucking Vine. What up, my name's Jared. I'm 19.
19 and another one had to fucking read.
I've never seen that Vine.
Fuck's sake, I
have.
forgot I need to educate you. I'm sending you this Vine to look at after the session.
See, your guys' mind goes to that. I'm just thinking of the subway pedo.
No.
Oh, God.
Mine went first.
No.
No.
Okay, his name's Jareed
pro
instead of
Jared.
Jared. It's Jareed,
His
but
name-
he still sounds very out of place for the culture.
Yo, it's Jared Goff.
Why'd you have to go and ruin my character? Why'd you have to go and do that?
God
It's,
damn
it's
it.
my cookies.
Because I took
Also,
your
it's the
cookies.
curse of. It's the curse of being a DM.
I thought it was
Out
Jared
of
Lee.
courtesy, I step out of my mech.
My mech's basically a power suit, but yeah,
Don't step out your mech.
yeah, I'm gonna stay in mine because
They
mine is so
as you try to get out, they're like, no, stay inside. Your bodies
Fair
are
enough.
not
Why?
your bodies are not used to our climate.
That sounds like a challenge.
That sounds like, hey, you came from like a temperate climate. Welcome to the desert, bitch. It's not for you. I've got like climate control in here. Like
You're welcome
walk out
to
there, it's like,
get out of your mech anyway if you like, but you have been given advice and it's your
I will
game to
take-
play.
I will take that advice.
Fair enough.
I will stay in then.
If
So
I
Jared
got
is going to
no
explain to
money-
you guys. Why did it take you guys so long to get here? We sent the message out 2 weeks ago. We didn't think anybody was coming.
We had we had two different priorities come up first, but we came here as soon as those were done. We had to wait for our mechs to patch up.
Well,
We're running
to
thin.
clarify, we specifically were somewhere else. The Fleet Volante, we have spread thin, if you will. There's a lot of things going on outside of just your planet. So, I apologize. Hopefully, we are still here early enough to help you with your problem.
Give me a second, I'm chewing on turkey. I took a bite at the wrong moment.
I thought.
They are dealing with civilians.
I took a bite at exactly
I
the wrong
thought I-
moment.
Lost internet.
Nope.
So tell me, what do you call your town, your city, your...
They are the Omanum Emporium. It's actually the map name. You can see it at the top. The
I was
Omanum
close enough.
Emporium.
There's just an extra H somewhere. Omanum Emporium.
And Jared explains to you, well, to be honest, our problem is more our profits are going down. You see, this planet isn't really worth much, aside from the planet itself. I'm sure you've heard of our products.
Would we?
Yeah, they were
Rejuvenation.
basically to clarify, it was basically, you know, those late night infomercials about like, this beauty cream will revitalize your skin, the crow's feet gone, 20 years.
Okay. Now I remember. Okay, yeah.
That,
Okay.
They basically do that, but it actually fucking
The de-aging creams.
basically. It's a fancier term than that, but basically, it's
Yeah.
longevity through healthier substances and junk.
Forgot about that.
It's like a pyramid scheme, but it works.
He explains,
Pyramid schemes work.
majority of this world is not habitable. People would be absolutely stupid to try and invade this place. There's not really anything to conquer but this city. And, well, we have a pretty good answering machine for invasion fleets. We never expected people to land on the ground. I suppose there's still some places uncharted out there. But ever since they landed, anytime we send a crew out to go harvest, we've either lost all communication with them, lost all contact, or the ones who made it back have been screaming about, I don't know, some sort of snake-human hybrid monsters coming out from the sands. It doesn't really bother us. We have backup sources to dig, but one of our most important harvest spots has been compromised, and well, you know how it is. Making a few million mana per week is nice, but why not a few billion mana?
I let my drone out of my cockpit. Sorry, you go ahead if you wanna.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
I let my drone out of my cockpit and ask Jareed, does it look like this? And I show an image of the snake-like things that we saw in the tunnels. Or like this, and then I show an image of the Shai Halud.
He'll call in one of the workers who walks up, and when he sees your drone projecting the image, he like immediately goes white in the face, and he's like, "Ah, that's it! That's the one!" And he starts like scrambling away.
Which one is this to?
To the
The Shai Halud or the smaller ones?
he points at the smaller one, but when the Shai Halud comes in, that's when he starts crawling away. So you're not certain that the crawl away was for the first one. Like, definitely confirmed the first one. But as for the Shai Halud, that one is a maybe because he started crawling, and it may have been a coincidence that it happened at that exact moment.
If there's another fucking big worm here, I'm leaving. I'm calling the fucking ship.
that kind of shit needs an orbital bombardment, dude.
No, we pin that thing down above ground and we fucking just nuke it from orbit. We glass that bitch. Fuck that.
If we
Did
can.
Did you say pin it down?
Yes.
We have a mech specifically for that. Anyway. Well,
So,
at least it is one of them. Take the drone back.
At first you had my curiosity. Now you have my erection.
Oh god. That was in character, so he said that.
Yeah. Oh no.
Roll me a charm, I think.
Breaker, upon hearing that, plays the record scratch sound effect from a speaker system.
Okay!
Oh god. You rolled really high for that.
Jared looks up.
Valuable plot information? Absolutely not. Clapping cheeks? You son of a bitch, I'm in!
Jared looks towards the Vlad and he's like, "Huh, I'll have to remember you as a candidate for the harem."
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Dear lord.
so, do you have a map
Uh,
of where this
Argus, do me a
location
favor.
is?
Do me a favor,
See.
on your notes, write down that you will have a bonus towards negotiating with the Omanum Emporium should you mention interest in joining the harem.
Oh lord.
Bonus +2.
I will not tell you the exact bonus.
Bonus
just-
2 joining.
Yep.
Gotcha.
after that strange derailment, I'll ask our host if he has a possible map of the area that is where they're supposed to get their big harvest that they can't get to, and we can probably go clear it. And on top of that, if they have other places that also need to be cleared, or other interesting places where they cannot get to that are important.
He says yes and no. I can tell you where it is, but the way that the minerals and the sand and mud work, when the dunes roll, your sensors a lot of times will malfunction. You might lose where you are, lose sense of yourself. It is possible to become lost out there even with a map. So he will mark on your systems where you are supposed to head, and for now, you have a direct line there. But depending on what happens, that line may not be accurate in the future.
Understandable. Does he have any tips for guiding the dunes to not get as lost? Or is it just good luck?
Says, well, if you can convince that one, he's the only one free, available to help you with navigation. And he points at the guy who was panicking earlier.
Okay.
If I could cut in here.
Yep.
I'm going to ask him, is there, could I get an ore sample of the minerals in the area we are heading to? I may be able to align my sensors to that mineral type and track that area. If it's exclusive to that area, we can use it to find our way.
He looks confused, walks outside, picks up a handful of sand, puts it in your mech's hand.
Well, okay. Thank you.
Like I said, sand gets everywhere.
It gets everywhere.
Yeah, that's it for me, then.
Okay. So to that, I have to ask the group, does anyone have expanded compartment?
Ballerina
I do.
looked around.
Salt did.
I have manipulators. I can baby carry them.
I believe Kaiser has expanding compartment. Hold on here. I do indeed have expanding compartment.
Fuck yes!
There we go.
That's
Yeah.
what I needed. Because I guarantee you, if we ask this gentleman to help us find our way and promise him safety in a mech, he might come. If we had said, hey, come with us without the ability to get in a mech, he would not come. I guarantee you.
I mean, you want me to roll another charm or what?
Fuck yeah, go for it. You're apparently on fire.
So you're gonna... Do you want to go on a ride with me? How would you like to take a
Would
ride
you like
with...
to go for a ride?
Would you like to play a game?
Alright, let's see the roll, Argus. How does
please.
Chaos roll? How does Chaos roll today? Oof.
Oof, fuck, man.
Yeah.
It's better than what it was going to be. It was going to be a 6.
He just like blinks at you and he's like, out there? And he's just like trembling and he's like, and he starts to pee.
Fanboy toilet would be convenient right now.
It's a valid reaction. They have
He
that
is-
effect on people.
He is quite panicked at the moment. So I know something that could help here so much, but I really don't want to say it because if you figure it out, that'd be amazing. But holy
say it?
crap. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Oh.
That is not... Oh, that's unfortunate. Never mind. Never mind!
What?
Nothing. I thought...
Can I
I thought the doctor had brought drugs, which include the stims,
Oh, me. No, I don't have stims.
include something that dulls emotions. There is a drug for that.
I have wilderness survival kit, camo clothing, correct.
I meant the other doctor.
Oh.
Can I soothe
I
him with
do
music
not. I
from
have
my
corrective
speaker
and patch.
Yeah. What'd you say, Striker?
system? Can I soothe him with music from my speaker system?
I have a question, actually.
Go ahead.
To the original, because I forgot about it because I haven't used it yet. I have leader.
Yep.
Could I have issued a? Because I did say, "Hey, Chaos, talk to him." Could that have counted for issuing a command for him to get a D6 accuracy?
If you like, I will allow that. But that will consume one of your leadership dice, and you only get 3 per long rest, per full repair.
5.
Is it
I'm
5?
on leader 2. Yeah, I have 5.
Okay. If you're okay with that consumption.
Yes, I am. That because I was thinking, like, man, I should be able to do something because that's what I thought you were saying. Like, you have something that you can do here, and I started looking at my sheet.
I
So
actually
should
was
I add a
thinking
d6
of...
to that charm?
So roll a d6. You are fishing for a 4. Unfortunate.
I tried.
He tried.
Valiant effort.
He pees a little less. Some of the pee rewinds back into his bladder. And then make sure you do mark that you've used one of your leadership die. The guy Jareed kind of like raises his eyebrows at you guys, reaches behind him, pulls out a cord of rope, and he's like, huh? Kind of...
It's that close.
Just take him with you.
I mean,
I will,
unless he's implying something else here.
Okay, I will step out of my mech. Despite the warning.
Okay.
I will step up to this man, take off my helmet.
Sure. Oh,
And,
okay, hold on. Took off your helmet. We need to put a pause on that one. Give me 1 second. So I need to look up the rules here.
God damn it, Deimos, we have a meme about this.
We do have a meme about this. Where is it? Got you. So, Deimos, as you inhale the air around you, you can feel your lungs burn and your skin feels like it's peeling just a bit. You will be taking 1 armor-piercing kinetic damage.
The pilot, right?
Directly to your pilot, yep.
So I am at 5 HP.
That's correct. But go ahead, continue.
Yep. Yeah, so I step up to this man. I hold my helmet on the underside of my arm and put my hand out to him. My name is Dimos Merwa. I used to be an officer for Union. And I pulled my helmet off to show how sincere I am.
Sure.
And on my word, I will do the best I can to make sure no harm comes to you. Will you come with us and help us?
Roll me a leader inspire.
Yep, I don't have that anymore. Oh well.
He,
The trick.
he calms a little bit. He calms a little bit, but he just doesn't seem like he's willing. And Jareed again kind of turns towards Demos, pulls out a second cord of rope, and he's like,
Okay, put my helmet back on. Look towards Jareed. Do I have your permission then? And put a hand on the hilt of my saber.
He says, well, that one's not useful to us anymore, so feel free.
Okay, I use take someone down to knock the person out.
Sure. Roll that. Roll
Not
that.
so much.
Well, if you roll
No.
poorly, you might have killed him. Let's see.
Okay.
You should have just tied him up, but I believe in you, Deimos.
Throw him in the trunk.
It's not stopping this guy from running away, so I want to make sure he doesn't get to struggle against us.
That was a sentence.
So
That
instead
was-
of using reason,
We're definitely
just
in
knock this
Deimos' emo arc. I don't
In
want
our
them to
defense-
struggle.
In our defense, we
I mean-
tried reason twice. Now we do force. We don't have time.
Okay, if my triggers would show up, because it's not here somehow.
It's under pilot. Click your mech. It's on the left, top left.
Yeah, I've been clicking my mech. It's not there. Not even pilot. Not even utilities. Not even. Okay,
It's
I'm gonna
weird because
reload.
I see it on my end. Try reloading.
Click on the little actors thing in the chat and click on your pilot. And
That also works. If you click on actors, you can do it that way.
that's what I've been doing because, yeah, my pilot doesn't show up when I click on my mech either.
Still not there. Okay. Fencer. Fencer?
There.
Okay. There we go.
And
Come
you're
on,
You're
please.
at 5.
I have a +4 bonus to this. Come on.
Let's see it. Excellent.
So I just quickly use the hilt of my my saber to hit a pinching nerve on his neck, and it sliced out.
Cool. You're gonna take another 1 direct damage, armor-piercing kinetic, while you're outside of your mech.
Alright.
Fucking the robot, Shinji.
Get the
Even
fucking
with my
robot.
helmet on?
Even with your helmet on.
Okay. And I'm hoping Chaos has moved closer so I can do this quickly. And I look back at Charid. Looks like we won't need your ropes. And I put it in Chaos's mech. Put him in Chaos's mech.
That will be another 1 armor-piercing kinetic damage.
Are you gonna help me here, Chaos?
Chaos?
I most certainly can help you.
So you're letting
Hey,
him into the cockpit?
Help me get it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
And then I boost back into Ballerina.
Alright, cool. And that will be the last of the kinetic damage you're taking.
So what have we learned?
You know there was a mech here that has manipulators that could have done all of
I was
this.
to say that. I could have literally just grabbed him.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to do, and then he got out of the mech, so I was like, okay.
Well,
whatever.
feel free to pipe up while I was doing things.
Hey, you're the one that got out of his damn mech after we got told to stay in the damn
Pipe up!
mech.
Pipe up, please!
Pipe up!
I'm out here taking sunburn while you watch.
Yeah, how else are you gonna learn, buddy?
Well, it's clear you're in your emo phase, all right.
So we're just putting this man inside of the Vlad? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should wake up soon enough.
Oh, I take the rope because nobody mentioned that they grabbed it, and I'm gonna hand it to the Vlad so that he can tie up our helper.
Good idea. Good idea.
You're tying him up?
Actually, that is a good idea. I'm up to the seat.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ, are we just kidnapping people now?
Is it
In order to do
Anything
that,
from-
so like I said, whenever you say you're doing something, you're committing to it. Your mech does not have manipulators, so you had to get out of your mech, grab the rope, hand it to Vlad, then get back in your mech. That is 2 turns worth of actions.
I'm in a half-size mech.
Even
His
so,
does
it
have.
does not have
Are you
manipulators.
serious?
Correct.
Even if it's like a half-size mech, I still
Even
have
in
to
a
pop out.
half-size mech. Yep. It does not have rules for that, so because it doesn't have rules, we have to assume it does not have
Wow. Then fuck
you-
that. I'm not
Please
gonna.
just tell me to do
it. You've
shit.
already said you're doing it.
Yeah. Damn, I did it because I thought I could just grab it because I'm in like the smallest mech. I've learned my lesson. I hand the rope, I hop back in the mech, it's like, ow, take my damage.
And you will
Take
take
my
two.
lumps.
You'll take 2 kinetic AP damage. Because that was two turns worth of actions.
Good thing we have a doctor with 4 patches.
There you go.
Alright, cool. I'm not doing anything outside of my mech. I apologize for the manipulator man not being able to manipulate things. I'm so sorry.
I'm just staring at Deimos and
Now Starry
Like I
Night
said,
as well.
pipe.
I'm just doing jazz hands with the manipulators in front of them.
Yeah, no,
Pipe flop.
that one was on me. I thought I could do it without having to needing manipulators because I'm in the smallest mech. I should have just said, "Hey, can you grab the rope, person with manipulators?"
I love the jazz hands. That's so funny.
I have that. That image is great in my head.
Demo slashes those jazz hands off of his mech, and then it goes back to like that happened in his head. Just a zoom out. Just a zoom out. His eyes just twitching.
Deimos has had one too many bad things happen. He's shell shocked.
He is the bad break.
The baddest.
Yeah, you think this is the bad breaks? It's named after me.
The specific reason why I acquired a +4 patch pilot skill. So I have medical utility now. I can actually do things.
He does?
Yeah, it's a good thing we have 2 doctors on this team right now.
Good lord.
Well, I need to know what you guys are doing.
Apparently we're abducting somebody and hitting the road.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Follow the direction.
You hit the road. We're going back over here.
Yeah, currently we have like a raw direction for now, right?
You have a raw direction.
And that's only until we get air
It's
quotes
that
lost.
way.
A good like 30 minutes pass of you guys just slogging through the mud and sand before our friend wakes up.
Hopefully tied up.
He is tied up. That was a good idea. I heard originally that we were not gonna. You said now we don't have to tie him up, and I was like, oh, that's gonna come into play here in a moment when he's inside somebody's cockpit, not tied up and panicking. That's definitely gonna cause some problems for that pilot in particular. But then we got smart and we decided to tie him up anyway. And he wakes up and he's just like, oh, you're taking me back.
I try to talk to Chaos, unless he doesn't let anyone else know that the guy's awake.
I'm assuming you guys would have open comms at this point, so it would just pick up voice activation.
Of some random dude screaming in the back of my Mac.
Yep.
Yeah, my image that goes to Chaos's HUD just slides over to in front of that guy. Remember my promise. That still applies.
Roll me! Take control! Because that is intimidating as fuck to him right now.
That's intimidating? Oh no!
Yes.
I didn't intend
Look.
that.
He's tied up in the mech in the middle of the desert, being taken to danger, and told, remember my promise.
My
Yes!
promise was to protect him.
This session is like a fucking microwave. I'm going around in circles trying to understand this, and I'm.
I guess it. Well, okay. Actually, you could give me a
Jesus
threaten.
Christ.
I think threaten is actually closer to what happened here.
Oh,
I don't have that either.
It's still a D20.
Do I roll again?
Well, I would just take your first roll. Oh, it was a 3! Oh, it was a 3!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah!
Thanks.
Well, you, You, my friend, Mr. Chaos. I know
Indeed.
part of your body has been replaced by mechanical parts, right?
Indeed.
Tell me how well your nose is working.
About the same as a regular human, it's only my arm that's been replaced.
Okay, fair enough. Then it smells like shit in here.
Excellent.
Joke's on you, I'm into that.
He starts crying and blubbering, and he points. He's like, "It's over there. and you can just literally hear him voiding his bowels as you threaten him.
I wasn't trying to threaten him, I was trying to reassure him.
Excellent.
My promise was to protect him with the best of my ability.
Context! Tell me how you would feel if you were a panicked villager who was told that you were expendable by your commander, taken by strangers, tied up and knocked out into some mech you've never seen before. It's flaming hot out here. You weren't given any protective gear, so you took all of this situation, and then somebody's face comes out and says, "Remember my promise." Tell me how you would feel.
Just like my kind of Friday.
Man, that's just my luck.
You have to think about the context of your actions, you know? Well, if you guys wish to proceed, you will definitely reach the excavation site, no problems, if that's what you want to do.
That's the plan.
Okay.
Yep, might as well.
Alright. Do we even have time for combat tonight? This has been going on for a while.
I was gonna say we may want to call it here, just
Yeah,
because
because there's
we're
there's
about
probably
to.
going to be a thing.
Yep, we're about to start first major interaction.
So nobody got to use their special toys yet, but we did get to do dumb shit and feel like idiots a little bit.
But hey, my mech smells like shit now.
I kidnapped the person. Why is there a penis on the cliff?
What?
It's happy to see us.
I actually really like these RP heavy session.
I do too. They're a nice
Yeah.
break from all the combat because
Yeah.
this system is very combat heavy. So having something else every now and then is
Yeah.
nice.
You see, I like these RP sessions because there's no risk. Actually, that's a lie. There's still a risk of me dying. That is a big fat lie. I just lost 4 HP just now.
You are
And I blew
making
myself up the other
great
time.
decisions, my friend. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise.
You're making great
Damn.
decisions, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That
You're
poor
making
hostage
decisions.
man.
I just posted a new meme in Omninet, by the way.
I thought it was in
God.
NSFW.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Mako, can you take away his fucking Photoshop, please? Or their Photoshop, rather.
I built that PC. I can take it away.
I brought
Pay
you
for
into
it.
this world. I can take you out.
I paid for
Yeah,
his
and
house, too.
I know how it works.
You're just gonna like unplug something, but like don't fully unplug it. Just like leave it in.
Yep. Just unplug maybe the graphics card or maybe just one of the things.
So I believe
Maybe
there
the
were.
power connector.
I believe we had 10 drop pods, 4 of which were lost,
Mm-hmm.
2 of which were lost before anything even got used. So we're at 3 remaining. Okay. So, mental note, in case another player shows up next session, I have 3 drop pods remaining to drop them in here, and that should be fine. Okay, yeah, that should be fine.
Well, good
yeah, I
job,
think-
everybody.
I think we're at a great stopping point. I had fun. This was hilarious. Y'all did interesting things today. Very interesting things today.
I feel
Thank
like
you
this
for
was a,
not saying we did wonderful because I don't think that's accurate.
I
we tried.
would never lie to
Excuse
you.
me.
Let,
I've
let,
charmed the fuck out of everybody so far.
Apparently,
like,
except this guy.
yeah, we tried. Like, I think the worst part about this was we all tried some different things and just some people just couldn't roll. I think that's my one gripe with this system. It's a D20 based system with very few ads, so you're basically begging your dice to roll above a 10 9 times out of 10. And oh boy, it sucks when you can't get it.
You can.
Stream still going?
Yeah, the stream's still going.
Okay.
The system kind of makes up for that in that occasionally you can still succeed on a failure. It just costs you something. Which is kind of what happened here with this man that you failed to convince. But he's still
Remember
with you.
my promise.
That needs to be a meme. Is a menacing remember my promise.
Oh God, villain arc.
Jesus.
The
Can I
villain
just,
arc?
Like, can I bribe the DM with cookies?
Nope.
If you can send it out to Texas,
I don't
maybe.
like sweets.
What about my
Can I bribe you with fried
I
rice?
fucking made a good chili today for dinner.
Maybe fried rice.
I get +6 bonus to everything.
+6 bonus for fried rice. I fucking hate it here.
Let's be real here. Deimos needs it.
Yeah, true. Even then, he'd still
Yep.
roll 7.
I really need it. I succeeded one roll this whole night. One roll.
The roll to knock the guy out.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
But
technically a very important role.
Yeah, it was an important roll, but at the same time, it's the 1 out of like 10.
You know, it would have been better if we could have just like charmed him or convinced him to come with us. But I mean, I guess we can punch him in the face and throw him in the cockpit.
You tried, didn't you?
We tried
Yeah, we
twice. Like,
Yes, we tried reason.
diplomacy failed to put him in the trunk.
And let's be fair here. Jareed was the one who was suggesting it. Like, with the rope,
Literally 2 ropes, to be fair. He was like, how about a second?
Kept pulling ropes out of his ass. Like, hey, you want some bondage?
Are you okay, Sin?
I'm fine. That was just
Sorry, I'm not
hilarious.
trying to kill you.
Do you need a Ricola?
No, I just inhaled turkey laughing too hard.
You don't eat that way. You have to chew and swallow, not inhale.
It's okay. I'll be fine.
Hope you're okay.
No, there's turkey in my lung now. We'll be fine. Thank
I'll
you
go
guys.
away in a few weeks.
Thank you, crew, for being here. I hope you enjoyed the session.
Thank you, crew.
We will be back next week with our first combat of our new mission in the Dredge.
Mm-hmm.
See you next week, crew.
I'll probably die next week.
Dr. DM.
This will be the... Every session, I feel like
Yeah.
I go in with
The one where Demos dies.
Is this the one where Demos dies?
Maybe. So we tried a new mech. Maybe you just need a new pilot. Maybe Demos does just need to die.
Oh no!
I don't know, maybe.
No!
Oh.
Uh,
I don't want him to, but I mean, like, if your luck improves.
Oh man.
Alright, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys. Hasta pasta.
Before
Alright.
everyone goes, I've got something I need to do quick. If you don't mind staying for a few minutes.
Yeah, sure. Oh,
Okay.
hold on. I need to turn off this music. I have music playing. Am I
We
turning
don't
off?
have any music going for us.
I have music playing on the stream.
Well, he's stepping down the stairs. He's right behind me now. What are you doing?
Is he smooching Mako?
Yeah?
Okay.
What?
I've been doing this for a while.
Okay.
I didn't really know how to do this, so I figured. You didn't turn your mic off, did you?
No.
Oh.
I turned my speakers on, I guess.
Mac. Would you marry me?
Can you guys hear that?
Yup.
Yep.
Sure did.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Definitely.
Oh my god.
Congratulations.
I can barely hear you guys.
We're squeeing. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That is
Man, Sin's still
amazing.
coughing.
I'm
Are you
coughing and
kidding?
squeeing.
Kiss your fiance. Ignore us.
Kiss your fiance. You're engaged now. Holy poop.
Why did you have to do this on?
Because I wanted to be special, at least.
Oh,
It's pretty special.
Well, you too.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
How long have you guys been together?
Thanks.
About, well, 10 years now.
Oh,
Eight,
Fuck.
hey Sin,
8 to
look, it's
9.
me and Tasso again.
Yeah, y'all also waited 10 years.
Oh my god.
Me and my husband got married on our 10th year anniversary.
Aw.
So welcome to the 10-year club, buddies.
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah. I didn't expect this to happen now.
No one ever does.
Well, fuck.
Okay, thanks, crew.
Oh
This
my
is kind of
God.
embarrassing.
Oh.
The good news is, we'll have it recorded forever.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
Can't
everybody.
wait.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, bro.